Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. The rain has finally stopped in Lincoln, Nebraska. Rained pretty much an inch across the entire state yesterday.
Wow.
For, 24 hours of
Wow.
rainfall, it felt like. Everybody got rain yesterday in Nebraska.
That's what Missing Tooth Greg said today.
That's incredible.
That he had an inch of rain in his rain gauge.
It's about what everyone had.
Huh.
I thought it would be more than that because we had a little bit of a downpour. Didn't we have a little downpour
We had a
late-
couple downpours.
late at night, and then a little bit more? Then we had some sheets of rain earlier, then just a constant, nice, steady, soaking rain. Wow. Cloudy, overcast. It was.
You love it.
It's what I dream of.
I got a phone call from Bill yesterday. Said this is I got a gift from God today. He said this was a gift from up above.
For sugar,
day.
for everything. Just
Sugar liked it?
temperature in the 50s. Yeah, we got to walk. As soon as the rain kind of let up a little bit, I'd put
In
my
the
raincoat
afternoon?
on. And, I took her out
Same.
and just was very happy. She was
Put a
so.
raincoat on.
I had a little rain. There was still some rain coming down, but the
Put a raincoat on.
she would walk in some of the we were walking down the street, just walks in the yards, and there was just slushing. I mean, the yards were soaked. There was standing water in yards.
Mm-hmm.
It was great times.
Bullet was a mess. He was a mess. I bet we walked about approximately the same time as late afternoon.
Yeah.
Was it late afternoon? When the rain subsided?
Mine's a little bit earlier. We had the rain come more after. I had a little break in there. So I was more in the 12:31.
Oh, no.
time.
Mine was like 4 or 3. And the rain was done for a period. This is really idle chit chat.
This is great.
This is really idle. But anyway, the rain had stopped, but it was still a mess. That's the thing we deal with now. I'm in a little different kind of neighborhood than you, and there's probably just more dirt, and in mud. In this case, mud. And so God, it's just this Bullet has no idea what you got to. Because he hasn't. They don't think, the dogs don't think, okay, my feet are dirty. I got to stay off the white carpet.
Yeah.
They
go right to the white carpet.
That doesn't come out. Yeah.
Yeah. So no. Yeah. There's a lot of cleaning.
You have to have a system right away. We came in. Laura was right there. Had a beach towel. And we wiped the feet off like that. The undercarriage. Yeah. We had to get.
Yeah. That's what I do with Bullet.
Yeah.
Exactly. But, yeah. But
I will say this.
The towel gets all dirty.
We'll say this. Sugar does enjoy the towel part. She just sits there. Like I knows the plan.
Yeah.
Knows exactly what's going on. Why the towel's out. Everything's fine.
Same with Bullet. It has no problem with it because I think he knows there's a treat coming.
Yes. Easy a treat comes right after
Yeah.
that.
So he's just all.
A little
he's
bit
all
of
good.
patience for the reward.
Yeah. Jake,
Yes.
what'd you do yesterday?
Well, I got some text from you yesterday. See, in the off.
Oh, there was a big move
here's
yesterday.
here's the deal, Bill. In the off season, when it's May, June, July, every text that Sip sends me is usually some sort of screenshot of a song he's listening to.
No, but here's what
either
happened.
for song of the day or just to say, listen, I heard this. He renewed his Sirius radio, so he's got Sirius back.
He's very
And
excited about
You sent me a shot of your screen that was the lowdown by Boss Skaggs.
Yeah.
You were
That's a great
excited to
song.
hear about.
I was
Boss
amazed.
Skaggs.
I was amazed by the whole Sirius thing. They just. She said, "Okay, get in your truck if you can, and I'm gonna ship the signal in. It's gonna just take a couple minutes." I'm like, "Really? You're shipping a signal into my truck?"
Imagine that in the 70s. Having someone tell us, "Hey,
You'd be
get
like,
in your car.
I don't
and
understand.
I'm going to give you cable radio." What do you do? Just all you do is just nothing. Just get in your
Just
car.
turn
Get
it
your
on.
truck.
Yeah,
Turn it on.
that's it.
I was like, "Really? I just don't send anything else. Just send the signal." The signal came in 3 minutes, and I guess
It's probably a good idea. Like that. I probably should tell my wife or loved ones, kids, and stuff. Hey, listen, if you can't find me sometime, just call Sirius. They can find me. They would
They
know
can locate me.
Would they know?
They would. They'd be say,
Would they know?
Hang on. Yeah, he's at 12th and P. He's at Taco Inn.
Having some lunch over there.
Yeah, Sirius could find you. I guarantee they could find you anytime.
$15 a month. See how it goes.
Did you bargain with them?
I thought you were going to try to get it lower.
No,
than that.
I didn't. I did.
They got you there.
I couldn't bargain with this person because I couldn't understand the person. It's okay. She couldn't understand me either, and I can't hear. It was the fact that we even got the deal done was amazing. So I wasn't really in position to whittle it down.
Just to haggle.
All right.
Do I have it or not?
Yeah. There was a delay.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything. I can't understand, what's going on most of the time. So no, I wasn't haggling. Trix can do that for some reason. She did it, and she got a better deal than me. But I'm okay with $15 a month. That seems like a good deal.
Still a very good deal.
Yeah, it's like you don't even. Yeah, it's like you're not paying anything. So whatever.
Killing. Yeah, it was 50 cents today.
Yeah,
to listen to
exactly.
everything you want. That's like that.
There you go.
We can get by with that.
Look at the daily rate. Look at the daily rate. Yeah, absolutely.
God, that's a great.
We're going to get by with this. We're going to survive.
That's good perspective.
Candy bars are $1.50 now.
Yeah.
So just think about that.
You get unlimited radio for
gum.
50 cents.
Yeah.
Gum's like $2.43.
Yeah.
For my pack of extra. Just quit buying extra.
But buy an extra, but keep your radio.
Yep. That's what I'm going to do, by the way. Thanks. This is good idle chit chat. I'm quitting. I don't need to chew that gum. I don't know if you've ever noticed how
you did it yesterday on the air.
On air.
People commented on it, by the way.
Randomly, I saw you put a piece of gum in during. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
And I just start chomping.
You start chomping on it, yeah. And then
people, they said, "What is Zip eating?" It was gum.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not chomping. So many people say
because of expenses or because of the chomping.
Because the chomping is really obnoxious to people. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Just gum." Yeah. No, I'm done with it. That's it.
We'll see about that.
This has been good for me.
Just like you're done with sugar too, or not? Not the dog, but sugar.
Yeah, I'm off sugar. As you go up and try to look for
old roll every single day.
Old pastries in the back.
Well, not all pastries are just sugar based, right?
It's a lot.
I'd say about 99.9%.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what the 0.01% is, but it.
But anyway, so just if you just cut out one thing, that pays for your radio.
There you go.
Bam. I got nothing else.
Is it calm day otherwise for you?
No. It was not calm, but
just worked all day.
No, this in June. What you do, and I don't know if Bill's like that. When you have my kind of job in June and July, you try to do a lot of the stuff you should have done during the year.
That happens. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to
get into it.
Some of it's accounting related. But so that's just that.
Do you have your taxes done yet?
Yeah.
It is June 4th. Tax day was April 15th, as it is every single year.
Residual issues that I've been dealing with, but they're being dealt with. So yeah, everything's good. There's just a lot. There's just a lot of phone calls that have to be made. Sometimes you have to set aside 5 hours or 4 hours and just start hammering away. That's why.
On Monday on this show, we brought up an embarrassing fact about the Rockies. The Rockies were 9-50 as of Monday. Guess what happened?
They won again.
They won 2 straight. They won their first series of the year.
Who was it against?
At the Marlins. They went on the road where they were 3-28 prior to this trip. Now they're 5-28. They could sweep today against the Marlins.
What are the Marlins bad too?
They're not good. Yeah, they're not Rockies bad in terms of record, but they're not good. So the Rockies go on the road. They said, "Screw this! All these stories about us being terrible." And they win a series.
It's the Miami Marlins.
It is the Miami Marlins.
So it's not the Florida Marlins.
Just changed their name, I don't know, 15 years ago, probably. Yes. Back to Miami.
When they played in that series, though, they were the Florida Marlins.
They've won it twice as Florida.
Yeah.
Never as Miami.
Hold it. They've won the World Series twice?
They have. In 90,
this is news to me.
In 97 and 2003, Bill, they won the World Series.
This is news to me. Had no idea that happened.
Dontrell Willis.
I have no idea.
That was 03.
Yeah.
Before that, 97. They beat the Indians / Guardians in 97, and I think they beat the Yankees in 2003.
I think it was the Yankees.
Okay, this is the first time. I know there's no way that would have happened.
They were the Florida Marlins, though. Maybe that's why you're confused. I don't know. Can you name another player?
Yeah, they had Mike Lowell at that point. I think they had Miguel Cabrera before he went to the Tigers in 03. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, listen, Rudy's nodding in approval with an orange hat on.
Maybe Juan Pierre, possibly in that team.
God, Jake.
Juan was incredible.
Luis Castillo, I want to say.
Okay, Jake.
I was watching a lot of baseball.
Showing off. No, he's just showing off.
Hey, you've talked about the 70s. You did the whole all 9 players for the Dodgers.
Reds.
The Dodgers.
Dodgers
excuse
and
me.
the Reds.
Dodgers and the Reds.
Big
So
red
it's the same
machine.
thing for me. We're the same age at that point.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
Wow.
why I could do that.
Yeah.
So it was 97 and 2003.
For the
You were
Marlins.
knee
Yeah.
deep in it.
It was in football, a lot going on. It definitely wasn't. Obviously, wasn't watching the World Series
No.
real close.
Well, I wasn't either.
Yeah, had no idea that happened.
I will say regarding the Marlins, too, one last thing. Yesterday, your friend Shane came in and gave us
Beeson.
gave us some shirts. He informed us he is a Marlins fan. He says, I have never in my lifetime
Met one.
I've been to Miami a couple times. I've never encountered a Marlins fan.
Yeah.
Never met one.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of that either.
He's a
He's
Marlins.
an actual Marlins fan.
But how much different is than you being a Dolphins fan?
I'd say a lot different
Is
because the Dolphin NFL. I mean, the Dolphins have had
They're established franchise.
yes. Marlins are still kind of new. They were like new in the '90s, the mid to early '90s. The Dolphins were one of the original teams in the league.
Did you run into many Dolphins fans?
There's a lot of Dolphins fans.
I've seen about 15 in Lincoln.
Oh God, really?
Shin Daddy's all Dolphins. Duke is all Dolphins. Duke's original logo for his plumbing
Right.
company was
was a Dolphin.
basically stole the Dolphins logo. Basically, I don't know if he did any trademarks.
I'd
on
like to see that.
but,
By the way, I'd like to see that.
Duke, you sent a picture and he
yeah,
has that.
Duke, send me
guarantee
the. I need to see that.
Dude, we
Yeah.
got some dirt on you.
it. Yeah, we have some
You
stuff.
really want to come at
Yeah,
us?
the lawsuit.
Will this all come with the lawsuit?
Right.
Oh, really? Really? What, do you know the other Dolphins were that they use their logo for
What
your
about that
plumbing?
one,
How
Duke?
about that one? You like that? Yeah. Can we talk about a breaker?
I'd like to. Yeah.
So a random chance meeting with Brian Kiefer, just a random chance meeting with this guy, and Brian is he works at Spectrum. Our paths crossed yesterday,
Spectrum.
and we just started talking about some things. And he drives up from it used to be at Mound City, now it's Rockport, I believe.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Drives here every day. He goes, the trip's great. I go, why? And we were talking. Brian goes, well, I listen to your guys' show every day. I go, that's incredible. The guy listens. He drives every day
Really?
from Rockport to Lincoln.
Yes.
And he's a breaker. He goes, no, I listen to the show every
Like
single day.
Rockport on the border. Rockport.
No,
No.
that's not Rockport. What town would it be? Missouri.
Yes. Rockport,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Missouri.
Is that
You're
right?
in the right range.
An
there.
hour and
Yeah.
15 away.
With
Yeah.
the fireworks stand, right?
Yeah, it'd be an hour and 15 away.
You're in the right range.
Okay,
I
I'm
know
sure
he
I had
did.
that
Up
right.
I-29.
I know it
You're-
used,
you're
yeah,
good.
it used to
You're
be
good.
Mound City where
Okay.
he used to live. Now he's in.
Got it.
But yeah, but it was just pretty amazing talking
That's
to somebody. I go, hang on. He goes, yeah, you guys make my day. That's very
What's his
kind
name?
of you. Like that. I went over it once, but I'll do it again. Brian Kiefer.
Brian.
Yes.
His name's Brian.
I just
Yes.
want you to say it again.
Yes.
Brian Kiefer.
But it's just nice when you meet breakers out there.
And so is he driving right now or driving like at 7? What time
He's
do you listen
driving
to?
right now.
Well, good morning, Brian.
Yeah,
Thanks for listening.
he gets in about 7, so he takes off around 5:30, 5:45 every day
Wow.
and makes the drive
Up I-29.
up I-29, whips up here, probably going through Nebraska City, whipping this way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
Thank you, breakers.
Good morning to
Yeah.
Brian making the drive
And
from
great-
Rockport.
And good morning to Shane.
And the rest of the breakers, too,
Yeah.
out there. Bolt was the first one, as always, chiming in on YouTube.
But he's
And East
here.
Lincoln, West, and Genghis, and
Bolt's your
Justin, and
friend.
Ben.
Hold it. Are we doing roll call?
No, we're not. I'm just saying
Okay.
on YouTube, I'm seeing a lot of.
All right. Just want to know.
This is great because they're all they're all friends in the YouTube chat. They're saying good morning to each other.
to each other.
Like the first 5 are Bolt, good morning breakers. East Lincoln West is good morning breakers. Genghis is good morning breakers. Ben, morning everyone. Like they're talking to each other while they're listening to the
This is
show.
incredible.
I like that.
There's a community.
That
Would
is
you
the-
say that there is a community? That's what I think there is.
There's
always
a
says,
breaker
like,
community.
you always hear that. To raise a kid, it takes a village, and we
Yeah.
need a village of help to help us out.
Oh,
too.
we do. We
Yeah,
were
we need-
really off our. I mean, we showed
Yeah.
some slippage yesterday,
Yeah.
mainly old man slippage over
What's that?
here
What?
by calling it field hockey.
Field hockey. I knew it was
Floor
inside.
hockey.
I knew it was inside, but the whole premise is based off of.
I was right. I
Yeah.
was just as bad
Yeah.
as you on it. I couldn't come up with floor hockey.
and we hope that
We weren't playing in a field, is the
No.
point.
Yeah, that's true.
we hope on Sunday that Bill receives the 2 different Wooding scooters that that
Wooden, yeah.
Scaper
Yeah, that would
promised
be
him.
incredible to have. It's the first thing I talk to everybody goes, yeah, you ran over your fingers. There's a lot of
A lot of pain.
ow. People just going back to class bandaged up.
What happened?
What happened?
Scooters.
You surely did. At least I know I did.
Everyone did.
Yeah.
Everyone did.
It'd be
Either
that.
you wrote, the thing was, most of it was all. It was like, and it was killed by friendly fire. You ran over your own
Oh,
fingers.
right.
Yeah, more so than somebody else.
You weren't
running
running.
over-
No,
yeah.
you weren't running over anybody's
foot
fingers.
But your hands were out and on the floor, and then there was wheels coming at you at all times.
You were using your legs too.
Like, oh yeah, your legs were just flailing. That's how you powered yourself.
That's
You
probably
use your arms too at that, but there was just
that was the exercise part of it.
Yeah. fitness.
I can't remember what we were doing on them. I was trying to think of that yesterday. Were we playing? I don't know what we were doing.
You played a form of soccer or
Okay.
hockey. Yeah, that's what you played with that.
Okay.
And
It
the best
wasn't
part is
tag or
And
something.
you got yourself. Well, you did. There probably was another game you
Could
could
be some
make up.
tag.
But as soon as you got on, the first thing you did was to disrupt the teacher really bad. When you got on it and just started going as fast as you could across the gym. And everybody, no, stop. And then you're just like, no, man, I got
They
this.
did it again.
You can't wait to get on it.
And you would say that some of these boards were faster than others.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's, I would say this. You would liken it to getting a cart at a Walmart Hy-Vee.
Perfect.
Some carts are not the
Right.
same as the other one.
Right.
One bad
The
wheel.
wobbly wheel.
One
Yeah.
bad wheel.
Yep.
You get one of those, all four wheels are
That's-
rolling. Life's good. Two of
Yep.
them, you're just going in circles.
No, I just remember. That's what I
It's going in
remember.
circles.
Sometimes you could get a really good one, and sometimes you could get one that was, that Connie Scott could catch you.
Connie.
Connie.
No, I had a classmate named Connie Scott,
Okay.
and she called me Mr. Whipple. That's how I remember. Yeah, Connie.
Was Mr. Whipple? He was the toilet paper guy,
Yeah.
right? Yes.
My name is Sipple
So went with
Whipple. And she,
Yes.
yeah. So
She thought it was funny, didn't she?
she thought it was hilarious.
Yes, I still kind of think it is.
It is. She was in
What
my
would you
German.
call her then?
Connie.
Just Connie. You didn't
She was
give
in
her a
my
name.
she was funny. She was super funny. German class.
Mm.
I learned German. Good God.
Justin on YouTube says, "Is that a chicken on Sip's hat?" Yes, it is. That's the hat I got from Hawaii for Bill
Yes.
and Sip.
Yeah, I got a bad haircut, so I'm going hat more.
Wait, when did you get
I'm
the
not
hair?
saying where I got
the
it.
hair
so
was
don't worry.
fine
That was
yesterday.
like a month ago, or a week ago. You got a haircut.
Yeah, it was
You
bad.
had your hat. You had
We
your
talked about your haircut at
Matt Talbot.
Yes.
It looked
bad
fine.
haircut.
Yeah.
No, I got a bad one. I'm not saying where
Did you
it
get
is.
it again like last night because it looked good yesterday?
I don't think it looks good.
We thought it looks fine.
I gotta go back and I'm going back again, but those things are $35. I mean,
It did not. It didn't throw us off.
Yeah.
Your hair looked fine yesterday,
We thought it looked good.
unless something
I know I
changed
did.
from last night
Yeah.
to
I
today.
think
It
you're
looked
making
fine.
stuff up trying to get attention.
no,
Yeah.
I know. She didn't cut the top. She didn't cut the top.
It looked fine.
It's a critical piece of the haircut, I think. The top. I think that's one of the things.
I said,
Imagine when you're getting your haircut. Hey, just do the sides.
No, well,
No.
that's kind of what we're talking about. I think she didn't get it. I always tell. I don't know. I don't give great instructions.
One last thing on the scooters from the text line says this unnamed texter says a lot of parents found out how good their health insurance coverage was when those 4 scooters got whipped out in gym class.
Yeah. When they came out, accidents happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember anything that would have caused a. I never remember anyone going to the ER.
No.
No,
I
it
don't
was
remember
just
anything like that.
Nothing like that.
No.
No, that didn't happen.
Did they pull out trampolines in high school?
Oh yeah, they were. Well, I remember I lost the toenail in 5th grade. I missed 2
Oh,
weeks of
God.
school.
I can't.
No,
I don't
yeah.
remember if I'm asking.
And
I
it
don't
was-
know if we did that.
We had the trampolines. You didn't have trampolines?
I don't remember. I'm not saying we
It's a long
didn't.
time.
We had
ago.
the giant trampoline and you had to unfold it, and then everyone you had to be around the edge of it for safety. That was their big things. Like you imagine being a 2nd grader, and I'm going to stop the kid from launching off the side of this thing. Oh, it was you double bounce.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That might have been.
Yeah.
That might have been something you did. I don't think we did that.
The feeling when you first get on a trampoline is incredible. When you first get on the big trampoline, it was like, this is incredible. Talk about eliminated. Everyone's eliminated from schools. All of a sudden, it finally came out like, guys, this is an insurance nightmare.
How would you
Get
have a
rid of them.
trampoline?
And I want to know where they went. Because all of a sudden,
Yeah,
just
where are they?
all of a sudden, it went across the board within probably 2 months. Every trampoline in Nebraska was gone. Where'd they go? Where did they go?
They just throw them away.
No,
they had to go
that's-
somewhere.
They didn't. It
of
wasn't
use.
some. But I
What
have
do you do with
no.
those springs.
Those springs were incredible. Was there like 100 of them?
Yeah, you got to put them on.
Oh yeah, they were. Oh, it was better times.
Better times.
Yes.
In the neighborhood, somebody always had a tramp. Not everybody
Yeah.
though.
No.
Not every house had a trampoline, but somebody did.
Now you still see them. The trampoline with the cage around it.
Yep.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, cage. It's more of a cloth cage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
kind of
cloth
cage. Yes.
Still a cage though.
Once again, very suspect. Like, what's it gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna.
Keeps
Also,
you in, but
and you see the ones that are like the great parents. Which when I got one for the girls, we just put it up and they just had a blast on it. But the really great parents, they bury it. So they dig a hole and the
Oh.
trampoline is ground level.
yes.
And so you're not, so that way the fall, when you make the fall, you're not
Doesn't
also
hurt.
adding
Boom,
in,
you're hitting the
you're not adding in 3 feet of
No.
drop like that. So that was what, that's when that was an elite parenting. When you see,
Elite
oh,
parent.
wow, They have a trampoline, and they buried it. It's like, this is incredible.
Elite parenting probably not quite as fun.
Yes, that is
because
fun.
part of the fun is the fear of perhaps falling.
And then there'd be some people like going,
That's
they come
well
by
put.
like that.
Well put.
Hey, Timmy, you want to come on the tramp and stuff with the kids? No, parents said I can't. I would never be those parents. I'd be like, if you know that there's parents that were told that you can't get on that trampoline over there at that.
Oh,
house.
no doubt.
You can't do that.
You're probably right. I don't see your parents over here. Come on up.
I would
Come
always,
on.
yeah, I would always be like,
Are they here?
hey, can I be on the trampoline at the neighbors? Yeah, you sure can. Go try it out. Let's do the best you can. But yeah, get up there, give it a shot, see what happens.
I just don't even recall discussion. Better times, there wasn't as much discussion.
No, there was never a time like that. Did my parents come by and be like, yeah, you can't be on a train.
Hey, we need to talk about this trampoline.
Yeah, no, never even talk.
The only talk would be as if you fell and broke your collarbone.
That'd be a problem.
And then there would be, and then the conversation of not that you're mad at you or whatever. Why were you on the Thompson house? Why were you on the roof? That's just the question. Why were you up there? I saw you up on the roof. Well, I had to go up and get the ball down, or we're just up there because we could, or whatever. Okay. They just want to know. They didn't really tell you not to go up there. It was like, you can't ever be on a roof. No, that wasn't the case whatsoever. It was, they just want to know, why were you up there? That was it.
Why were you on the telephone pole?
Yes. What was going on there?
What are you doing?
It's a long story.
It's usually to retrieve a ball.
Yeah. That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by 738 Ag. Joey Robeson and the team doing big things in Bertrand. If you need seed, chemicals, fertilizer, or someone to run the sprayer for you, 738 Ag runs the whole show. Custom application included. The website is 738ag.com.
So this must be one of those names that sometimes that pronunciation is different. Because I was talking to someone and someone goes, FYI on Joey, it's Robison. And I've always said Robeson.
I have said Robeson my whole life.
My entire life.
Oh.
He's never corrected me. I introduced you to him, Jake.
Yeah, you did.
He's never corrected.
It's Robison.
But he said the correct way around Bertrand is Robison. And I've always
That makes
said,
sense.
and I've always said Joey Robeson. I said that forever when I introduced, and that's all I've ever called him. Never been corrected on it.
If he's never corrected you, then
There must be a two-way pronunciation.
Yep.
Joey, chime in. But tell you one thing, that they're crushing it out there. Seed, chemicals, spray. You know what's going on right now? Fertilizer.
see.
Do you need nitrogen right now? Yeah. Get a hold of Joey. He'll bring it over himself. You got to have
From
nitrogen.
Bertrand.
Yeah, from Bertrand.
Bertrand.
Got his own sprayers. Has his own trucking company.
God.
Yeah, has his own truck. Yeah,
Does he really?
Yeah, things went really well. Guess how
Doing
he did
well
it?
for himself.
Guess how he did it? He worked at it. That's what it was. It wasn't like, well, yeah, I just went back to the farm and everything was already going. No, they had a farm, they had a plan, then they just grew on it.
Jeez.
Complete business model, and get a chance to grit. Talked about that grit, unbelievable
Grit.
It's grit farming is what it is at 101 at its finest. Go out and see Joey. Your life will change.
Again, if you're a farmer who likes to work hard but smarter, please call Joey and the crew at 738 Ag. The website 738ag.com. Saw a list from Husker Line on 3 yesterday.
Don't do that. Springing it on me.
From Robin Washit, your colleague, Sip.
You work right with him. You sit right next to him sometimes.
I do.
Sometimes every
Do
day.
you guys have a desk? Do you have a desk over
Yes.
there at Sean's house?
Cubicle.
Is that Sean's
It's not
house?
his house.
Okay.
It's not his house.
Okay.
It's a
Can anyone stop by?
keep talking.
Can
It
anyone-
is. Are you going to the quarterbacks or running back?
Quarterback.
Yes, people do stop by. It's in the, and if you want to stop by,
Yeah,
it's
where's
on
it? Give us the
it's
address.
in
It's on the
Post
third. It's 700R.
Okay, and where's this at?
Which is it's the third floor of the post office, the
Right by-
federal post. I think
Okay.
it's
By PBA.
right hard by PBA.
So if today, Breaker, stop in. Will you be there, Steve? Stop in and see people. Yeah. Which,
First of all, I won't be there. I don't think. Hey, by the way, I was not looking for attention on my hair. It's a serious.
The hair looks fine.
Looks
I
fine.
don't understand
Serious
the problem.
matter.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Anyway, the yeah, he ranked the quarterbacks. So where are you getting at here?
Well, I guess the question is, are we under the impression that Dylan Raiola is a top 3 quarterback in the Big Ten entering the season? Per Robin Washington, ranked the top. He did the top 5, didn't do the whole conference. The top 5 quarterbacks. He put this as his top 5 in the Big Ten. Number 1, Drew Aller, Penn State. Number 2, Luke Altmaier in Illinois. 3, Dylan Raiola. And number 4, Fernando Mendoza, the transfer from Cal, now at Indiana, followed by number 5, Nico Iamaleava at UCLA, the Tennessee transfer. So per Robin's assumption, he puts Dillon as a top 3 quarterback, number 3 in the Big Ten heading into this year.
I don't know, but they're all big except for Altmaier. I don't know how to rank them. Aller, I did not know Aller's 6'5", 245.
He's big. That I wouldn't have guessed 245. I'd have guessed him more 6'3 and a half, 215. Someone said, "What is he? 6'3 and a half,
215."
That's what I thought. Yes.
Yeah, so he's 243. But 6'5". Aller, I guess, makes sense, right? As the number 1 guy. I've never been big on him, but he's probably the best guy. And
I don't know if he is or not. I mean,
Altmaier, you guys really like Altmaier.
I like Altmaier. I really do. I mean, I don't know how you have. I mean, again, it's a list, but I would say my vote would be that Nico is low. He took Tennessee to the playoffs.
Oh, he needs to be higher than 5.
Yeah, so
okay.
He took him to the playoffs.
Nico,
last year. That's pretty good.
By the way, Nico's 6'6".
Yeah, it's pretty good.
These guys are. It is good. I love him.
He took Tennessee to the playoffs.
Right.
Was his numbers incredible? No, but he did take him to the playoffs. And I don't think in any way, shape, or form did Tennessee want to lose him. It just happened to be one of those times.
No way.
They did not want to lose him.
NIL chaos.
They did. There's
no way they wanted to lose
No,
him.
That was like they made a stand. They made a certain deal.
I'm glad you're saying this.
But so just based off of that, now if this is based off of where they think they can be in projection stuff, but that I think 5's a little low for somebody that took Tennessee to the playoffs and had some moments where he looked pretty good. So
he's in kind of a challenging spot now. I mean, he didn't get there till when? He probably got there. He got there in time for spring ball, but barely, right?
No, he would not have got there. Spring ball was over when this whole thing happened.
It was.
Over.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
He was only there for
he got there
their version of the Husker games.
Yeah,
he didn't play. Just walked.
He didn't play. Late April.
Yeah.
So this is why is it challenging? Because he's got to assimilate quickly.
It's challenging. Yeah, I'm not saying that at all. I just say we're just ranking them.
Oh, I know what you're saying because I like him too. I get a lot of pushback because I like him a lot.
I don't love him.
I'm borderline love.
Yeah, but I do like him.
There can't be many years, but again, this is one person's rankings, Robin's rankings, but you in the Big Ten at least, you don't see an Ohio State, Oregon, or Michigan quarterback in a top 5 list. You're talking about, Penn State, Illinois, Nebraska, Indiana, and UCLA. So no USC either in a top 5 list for quarterback. Strange.
Yeah. I mean, we don't even know who Michigan's starter is going to be. Ohio State.
Julian saying likely, but there's a couple guys competing for that job.
Mm-hmm. Huh?
Do we know Oregon starter for sure?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dante Moore.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a list. I don't know how to rank them. I mean, I guess the top 2 makes sense to me. And if you look at the mock draft that you sent us,
we'll get to that next segment. Yes,
to try to.
But
there's people are high on Aller.
There's guys that these are some first round picks apparently in here.
Yeah, so who am I to say that Aller's not a top 5 pick? Like, wow, I mean that all happened fairly suddenly for me. He didn't. The year before last, he didn't throw the ball down the field and I would characterize as almost a bad year. Now, last year was good.
Yeah.
Last year was good.
The take, obviously, is no wideouts. Didn't have any wideouts.
That's a good point.
We'll see.
That's a good point. But he didn't have much around him.
He played well at USC. But also, the one thing that's interesting about Aller is that you just said, okay, tell me about his moments.
I don't think he had big moments.
He didn't have any, really. Where you just go with, how many times do you go to a Drew Aller highlight on ESPN where you're going, I got to see this.
Was it USC?
USC played well. But point is, there's not a bunch of wow plays, right? But all of a sudden, it's like, man, look at this scramble throw that he made on this. And he had obviously very steady, good plays. That's what you see from him.
Mm-hmm. But the good point is he does allegedly have a good receiving core. They brought in a minimum of 3 transfers. You've talked about the kid from Syracuse. Who's supposed to be really good. He did Yeah, he threw for 391 against USC. And had
Tyler Warren. That was the Warren show. 18 catches,
yeah,
right? Was it 18 catches in that
yeah,
game?
you don't want to say he had nothing because he had two good to great running backs and a
First round tight end.
First round tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they
he didn't have nothing.
Yeah, they didn't have any wideouts, but they did have some players.
Elite tight end.
Wasn't there a game where the wideout didn't have a completion?
Wasn't it the playoff?
That was the playoff
games
game
where
the wideout didn't have there's no completion to a wide receiver. That's shocking. It's also shocking that Tyler Warren had 18 catches against USC. It's like
they couldn't stop him.
What was going on in the staff meeting going on? Okay, they don't have any wideouts, but they have this incredible tight end, and he caught 18 balls.
You know what was going on at halftime?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm the head coach, can we hone in on anything? If I'm Lincoln Riley, there's one thing I'm seeing out there. Are you guys aware of this?
This guy is
Did
always
this guy take you by surprise?
This tight end,
first round guy,
and they
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, they have no wideouts. They have a good running game, but this other guy caught 18 balls. I mean, I'm telling you right now, the meeting on Sunday would have been. I can't imagine how rough it would have been with Ed Ogeron if their first round tight end caught 18 balls. It's like what is going on? And then also it's not like, Terrence Marshall had 9 catches. Well, the other 2 receivers were Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. So we're in conflict a lot that's why he got a lot of really good looks on some things. Okay, that makes some sense to me. Nope, not on this one. No. 18 catches. 18 catches.
He won the game by himself.
The only guy that's not a big guy in this list, the list was, these are big guys. Imaliva is 6'6". Aller's 6'5". Mendoza's 6'5". Dylan's 6'3.5". Altmaier 6'2". Does it concern you that Altmaier was sacked 32 times last year?
Yeah, it'd be concerning.
It's a lot.
I do like him a lot.
You guys, yeah,
he's very slightly built.
Yeah, he's a littler guy.
Yeah, if he's 6'2", I bet he's 180, and they'll say he's way more than that.
They list him 205.
He's not 205.
No, he's a little guy.
No, he's not 205, but he's. I would expect a banner year out of him this year. I'd be shocked if it's not third year in the program, right? Third year,
right? And I think it'll be his third year in that offensive coordinator system.
Yes,
too.
and so
Barry Lunny.
I would be shocked if he doesn't have that. He doesn't have an incredible year.
But in that offense, is he going to put up big numbers?
He throws it enough. It's not old. It's not Bielema, Wisconsin.
Okay,
offense. That's not who they are.
Okay,
but no, he's not going to have sick numbers. He's not going to be like going, I threw for 5,400.
Yeah, it's a little different there. They're a little more conservative. Or what? How would you say it? A little more conservative.
I think they're a little bit more
defensive
control the entire game, which means clock management, which means no problem taking their time, huddling, using the clock. So
there you go.
They're not trying to get 90 plays run. It's like, no, we take care of our defense. So complementary football is a big part of the Bielema plan.
I think you're right. As far as Dylan goes, are you kind of alluding to maybe he got like a hometown discount?
I think so. To be number three in this list. Well, as Bill said, Nico made the playoffs last year. Can you put Dylan above Nico at UCLA?
The only way you could argue is if you stuck Dylan on Tennessee, what would it look like? If you stuck Dylan at Ohio State, what would it look like? You got to consider, and I fell into this trap with Adrian, and I got hammered by Parker Gabriel and Mario Verduzco because my thing used to be, and it was erroneous. I used to say, I don't care about any stats with a quarterback except a win-loss record. Oh God, that's one of the most flawed ways to look at it you can ever imagine.
It's a little flawed. Yeah. There's no doubt about that.
Just give me the win-loss record. That's all I need. Now, he can't do that.
Deacon Hill went 10-3 at Iowa. Remember him?
Went to Utah Valley and didn't start.
48% passer.
Started
with Utah Tech.
It was a correction. I had to wrote a whole column about how I can't do that anymore.
Were you on the Rock when the call came in? Were you out there?
Yeah.
No.
You Shoemakers?
Shoemakers. You were not at Shoemakers when this happened?
No, it wasn't like no.
No.
So defensive. It was a rough day for me. No, but it was flawed in that Adrian didn't have guys around me, and not me and Jake. No, I don't want to reopen old wounds, but Adrian didn't have guys around him. So he couldn't judge him. So you got to take into account the whole picture with a quarterback. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying about Dylan. Maybe it'd look a little different if you had like the skill that Tennessee has, or I guess Ohio State's a
Yeah,
better.
because you have when you look, it's like, well, playoffs against Ohio State wasn't good. Came on a little bit late, but it wasn't good.
He did come on a little late.
Came on a little late, but it wasn't good.
He was running it.
And then because he can run it.
Yeah.
And he runs the ball like Kaepernick ran it. If they decide to run him that much, Kaepernick was almost untackleable. You couldn't tackle him. They ran the midline option stuff with him at Nevada, and trying to tackle him when I had to defend him, it was the most at 6'6" that could run like this. Remember, I ran in the NFL, and so that's exactly what Nico was like.
Nico put his head down too.
Same thing.
He got a helmet busted against Ohio State.
But then Ohio State, then they went to play Oregon in the Rose Bowl, and it was 38-6 at halftime. So when you say it was bad for Tennessee, and that was at Ohio State, they went to the Rose Bowl.
Right.
They were up 38-6 at half.
Ohio State was, yeah.
And so it wasn't like things were going great for Dylan Gabriel.
No.
Obviously, in that game whatsoever, and he was a third-round draft pick. And
it's you can toss these names around a little bit and mix them and match. I get it, but I think we agree that Aller's the best, though, right?
I think it's to play out. You'd have to. I could see saying that, but then there's some moments it's hard to unsee. It's hard to unsee the interception he threw against
Notre Dame.
Against Notre Dame, where it's like we just kind of have. It's hard to unsee it. It really is.
When we come back, it's way too early to look at mock drafts for next year, but there's one out there that has some interesting names, including a number one overall pick that might surprise you. We'll tell you who that is next. An early break on the ticket.
The mock.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at copplecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Your Nebraska Lottery announces the 2025 NASCAR Powerball Playoff. And it's a great way to get on track for a chance to win $1,000. From May 27th to June 23rd, buy $2 of Powerball, enter the voucher number online, and you could be one of 20 winners of $1,000 and a chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Roar into any Nebraska Lottery retailer and buy $2 of Powerball today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Make plans to attend the Nebraska Whiskey Carnival this Saturday at Sideshow Spirits in Lincoln. This unique one-day festival highlights Nebraska distilleries, local vendors, and chill music. A general admission ticket gets you a custom tasting glass and free samples from the distillery booths. Food trucks will be on site to sell food and snacks, and cigars will be available for purchase. Get your tickets today at SideshowSpirits.com. It's the Whiskey Carnival this Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. at Sideshow Spirits at 16th and P.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage and do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 convenient locations. So, you coming? Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry. You won't want to miss this exclusive offer. Deal ends June 13th.
See Club for details.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
We're on the air.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There may have been some confusion yesterday, but we know for sure Ruhlman's Steakhouse today is open in Ashland. You can go there for lunch or dinner today.
Philman,
please stop by, see Phil, say hello. You mentioned Early Break or the stool, the ticket, you get a free cookie skillet dessert.
Free.
No cost. You can have a nice filet mignon, New York strip, sirloin like Zip had a month or two ago, or go with the walleye like Bill's had before.
Yeah.
Chilean sea bass is an option.
Broccolini,
wood-fired chicken.
The broccolini is really good.
Dry-aged meats. Dry-aged.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. They have them. They have a big cooler.
Uh-huh.
And they have a ladder, and they have a big cooler full of dry-aged meats, all from Keneally. Yes.
And you know,
Hyannis.
not this Sunday, but the next Sunday is Father's Day, and they do a Father's Day brunch. So
whoa.
So if you want it in the Father's Day brunch, you better call for reservation.
So that I probably get more comments from people that still talk about that. There's like, it is, the food's incredible, but Phil, what he brings out in the personal service and greets everyone.
He'll sit down with you.
Yeah, he'll sit down with you, talk, and it's nice. Talking to Phil will change your life. Like that, he really will.
Calming effect,
everything
wisdom.
about it. When you leave, all you want to do when you leave, the first thing you want to do is when you leave, the first thing you have a conversation with your husband, wife, who's ever with you. The first conversation will be, when are we going back? That's the first conversation when you leave Ruhlman's is, when are we going back to that place? That was incredible. That doesn't happen often.
No, it doesn't.
No.
You want a reservation for Father's Day?
Yes.
Call Phil at 402-780-8887 at Ruhlman's.
Ruhlman's.
Highway 6 in Ashland.
Ruhlman's.
Yes.
South side.
Right. It's right on Highway 6, the south side of the street. That's correct.
Yes.
That's correct. I'm changing topics here.
Oh, wait.
Because you remind me during the break, there was something that we did not mention yet. That was, it just blows my mind. Yesterday, we were informed worldwide that Tom Thibodeau the head coach of the New York Knicks, had been fired by the Knicks. Now, keep in mind, Tom Thibodeau, the Knicks were in their first conference finals in 25 years. They won 50-plus games, back-to-back seasons for the first time since the 90s.
Right.
And he made the playoffs in 4 out of his 5 years with the franchise. We have made fun of the Knicks franchise for years. Since 2000, their last finals appearance in the conference finals, they have been an absolute joke going through coach after coach after coach. They had years with Melo that were pretty good, but never got over the top. They've been mostly a joke. This is the coach that gave him the most success. They got him to a conference finals, and they fire him. This is why the Knicks are the Knicks. They're idiots.
It doesn't, right away. I thought it was fake news. When I first saw the first one, I go, okay, I better go to ESPN here. I thought it was fake news, and I was dumbfounded by it, obviously. Then I heard driving in today, I listened, there was a New York fan on, and they're kind of like, it kind of ran its course. I'm like, ran its course?
Stop.
They just went to the finals. I mean,
Eastern Conference.
How stupid are you?
Yeah.
Knicks fans and Knicks organization. Are you okay with this, Sip?
No. I mean, no, I'm not. I mean, I don't know what to say, except there's always as Bill knows, there's always stuff with the team you don't know. It's possible the players said we need a new direction. It's possible, like Stephen A. Smith raised the possibility that the Greek Freak is behind the scenes just saying, I want to go to New York, but I don't want to play for Tibbs. I don't know. Indiana was way better. I think that's one thing we agree on. Indiana had better personnel.
They did not get out coached.
No, that was not Tibbs'
Indiana.
fault.
When you were watching it, it
Tibbs
was like, it's one of those things where sometimes you get beat up and they lose a game that they shouldn't have lost in the first game. Also, at that, give them some credit that they were up and playing well against a team that was better than them. And so
they lost to a better team.
They lost to a better team. It was clear, like that up and down the court watching. It's like, no, this is a better team. There's
the one thing you hear about Tibbs is he doesn't sub enough, that he runs his starters into the ground. They don't have a good bench, though. That's not really his fault. I can't really pin that on him.
I doubt it's like going, well, we have 3 great players. I don't play great players because we just play 7 guys. No, he doesn't have a deep enough bench. Also, he's known for defense. It's one of his big things he's known for, which how many times does that play out well for you? A team that plays really good defense.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Oklahoma City Thunder parlayed it into a
that's what Indiana
finals appearance.
That's what Indiana does the best.
Indiana's a pretty good defensive team.
I mean, they did an unbelievable job against New York.
God dang it!
You think, but yeah, so it was shocking to me. Obviously, there'll be people lined up to hire him. I would hope
they should be.
I would hope he takes a year off because obviously he has some time on his
Tibbs
contract.
is 67.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's 67.
67.
67.
No, I wouldn't have guessed him at that.
I would guess him our age.
No, I would have guessed him. Yeah, I would have guessed him
67.
60 tops. I'd have guessed 58.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's aged well.
Yeah.
The reasoning drew criticism too. I mean, it was the team president released a statement. There was no press conference. There should have been. And it was weak. It was. Stephen A. went on a rant about how it was weak. And he just said our organization, this is Leon Rose as the team president. There's no way Leon Rose made this move. He's a Tibbs guy. It was James Dolan, the team owner. James Dolan, by the way, has a rock band. Don't listen to it, though. It's bad.
Okay.
I listened to it last night. I think it's JD and the Straight Shot or something like that. I'll look it up. But anyway, it's terrible. I listened to it. I don't know why I went down a rabbit hole. But James Dolan is the owner. This is what Leon Rose said. Our organization is singularly focused on winning a championship for our fans. This pursuit led us to the difficult decision to inform Tom Thibodeau that we decided to move in another direction. That's it. I mean, that there's more, but it's just blah, blah, blah stuff.
I would have loved to have heard like Tibbs's version or just know somebody who knows Tibbs and just see if he was like, yeah, I pretty much knew. When we were flying back.
I wonder.
Well, yeah, I knew. I knew this was going on behind the scenes. Or was he like one of those things where all of a sudden just rolls into Madison Square Garden, to his office, and all of a sudden, hey, whip down the hallway here real quick, and it was like, what just happened?
There had been some talk about. I mean, is it Brunson?
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brunson was asked in the post game right after the Indiana series right after the last loss in Game 6. He was asked, "Do you think Thibodeau should be the head coach of the Knicks?"
He says this. Is that a real question right now? You just asked me if I believe he's the right guy. Yes, and walks off the podium.
He was asked.
Yeah.
There was
He's
some
pissed
talk about it. There were people like Alex. He wasn't that surprised. There had been some talk about it.
I just don't understand why.
Don't like it.
This guy, the Knicks, as I said, have been an absolute joke in the NBA for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how my fandom can change quickly, because I was all about New York just because I was more enthralled with the Garden and just the vibe of the place and just historical team. And so I was very much into it.
And now what?
Now I'm not. Now I hope they fail miserably.
Do you know who the executive chairman and CEO of Madison Square Garden is?
Who?
It's James Dolan.
Is it?
He fired this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's the owner of the Knicks and the Rangers. So he's kind of the culprit. If you're saying this is a bad move, and Jake's saying the Knicks has been a joke of a franchise, it's James Dolan. It's the Dolan family. Cablevision. They were his dad. His dad was the founder of Cablevision.
There's been many Dolan situations over the last 10, 15 years. If you go back and do the research,
usually when they've been embarrassing,
there's been a lot of
100.
Yeah. He's like banned people from the Garden. He's done different things. It's not been real smooth. But anyway, I don't know him that well. Not that well. Don't know him at all. So so I'm not making any comments.
Four playoff appearances in 5 years. Conference finals, first time in 25 years. We're good. Let's go a different direction. You don't deserve nice things, New York. You don't.
Oh, ouch.
You don't
James
deserve
Dolan.
it. You don't deserve it for firing Tibbs.
You're talking to James.
Now, if they're going after Mike Malone, who's fired by the Nuggets, that's a rumor that's the guy. Is he going to do better than Tibbs getting to the conference finals?
Also, Ron Artest, Meta World Peace, has thrown his name into the.
Oh, let's go from Tibbs to Ron Artest. That
would be awesome.
That's
that
wonderful.
I forgot his name was Ron Artest.
Yes,
I had a. Did you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember.
He changed his name.
I just happened to see a glimpse of him when he was playing for the Lakers just a day ago. He won a championship with Kobe, and so I did see that.
Coach Meadow.
World Peace.
If you hire him over Tibbs, he went to the conference finals, and I just have to sit here and laugh at you.
Dolan's band is JD in the Straight Shot. That's what it is. JD in the Straight Shot.
So that's the only comment from a player right now is the one from Brunson right post game.
I didn't see
any follow up from him?
Hart,
Josh Hart
expressed disappointment. Just a quick. He wasn't inflammatory at all, but no, not much comment from players yet. Not much at all.
Cat, you want to hear from?
Yeah, I don't know. It was quite a development yesterday. Shook up the sports world.
Dumb.
Jake's coming.
The mailbag and song of the day is next. Early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? Do you need a lawyer you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion? The attorneys at Liberty Law understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Contact us for a free consultation by calling 877-42-LIBERTY. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Breathe easier inside your home with Bryant. Eliminate allergens and odors and control humidity too. For a breath of fresh air, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage and do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 convenient locations. So, you coming? Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, you won't want to miss this exclusive offer. Deal ends June 13th.
See Club for details.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day from 2017, Love is Mystical by Cold War Kids. 464-568-51 is bad, 10 is good. Text rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day. I think it's yours today first, Tip. Bill was
I can't believe that
yesterday.
was 2017. Seemed like it was just yesterday.
What are you saying?
8 years ago.
Yeah. It just seems,
8 years ago.
Years to fly.
What was their big song?
That is one of their
That's
biggest
the-
songs.
What's their big one, though?
They got a song called First, which is pretty big.
Oh, come on. What? There's a song.
Miracle Mile.
Maybe. I don't know. I wish you'd just stick in the 70s. That's not
You
bad.
like the Cold War Kids.
I do like Cold War Kids, and it's a good sound. I'm not saying it's a bad.
You could even name a song from them. So
No, but no, there is
that
one song though.
yeah.
And Jake knows I love it. I don't know. It's probably it has a title that doesn't fit the song very well.
Hang Me Up to Dry. So Tied Up.
It was their biggest hit.
Yeah. Well, those are the ones. Those are, First is their biggest hit. Yeah, you know.
I'd
that
have to
song.
play it. I'd have to play it.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. I could give it an 8. It's
Fine if it 8.
That song an 8? You've lost all credibility.
Well, I'm
You've
just
lost all
saying. For
you
that
don't
to-
even know. You don't even know any of their songs. You have no idea.
Well, for that
and you just-
description,
No, that's not
an
true.
8's high.
No, that's not true. I know about the Cold War Kids. I kind of like them, and I like the song. It was I
The way you
could give it an 8.
described that did not scream 8 to me.
No,
but I'll
you
take it.
you threw a number out that was I don't even know who you are.
Oh, come on.
I don't. The way you described it and stuff is like no. So and then all this stuff settled in on an 8.
It seemed like you're going with a 4 or 5 with that description.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Don't change it. You're an 8.
No, I'm good with an 8.
It's not one of your worst songs, but it's probably if you take away your worst song, this one it might be right there. It'd be that it. It's a 201.
Wow. Okay, now hold on. I'm gonna get the song that
201. I'm not going anywhere with this song. I'm not even not going to delve into the why. It's just a 201.
Is it because it's new, Bill? It's not in the
no,
70s.
no, I just don't like. And I've never heard
What
it.
about
and
the
just don't
woo
like
woo
it.
woo?
No, and there's been some. What the other day I heard a song that I didn't.
I played that
heard.
song from 2010
Oh,
the other day.
Oh, I made a mistake on this, by the way. I was thinking of Foster
Foster the People,
Yeah.
Pumped Up Kicks.
Yeah.
Not
That's what I was thinking.
not the same band.
Very sounds very similar.
Different bands.
So you gave the band a higher rating, but you wasn't even the right
yeah,
band.
the wrong band.
Yeah, so that just again puts just the
Cold War Kids.
We lost all credibility.
I haven't lost all of it. I mean, I can say
we
I like
have
the
as
song.
a show. Now all of a sudden we're not even a music show.
I
anymore.
like the song. It's all right.
He has always been a fan of Cold War Kids.
I'm going to say that. Yes, I'm
Rudy.
thinking 201. Don't care. Rudy's going to be a 6.7.
4.7 for
Thank-
Rudy.
Thank you, Rudy.
He's got an old
Whoa.
soul.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna get some low scores.
Well, let's see what we got here before the mailbag. Rod 6 on the text line. Someone says gross 1.39.
Gross.
Jake and Hickman 3.3. Sandmaster and KC 4.1. Kennedy 7.8. Guilt Nerd 1.1. Terrible. Vernon Dakin 6.2. Sean in Omaha 7. Coach Libby 0.11.
Coach Libby.
Barely over
a
zero.
a guy that you know and love.
Ryan and
is the father.
Ryan in Delaware 5. Meh on that one. Lyle in Omaha 8. Chet 1.0. Hook Clemens 1.
Thank you,
Give
Bird.
it a 1.
That song's horrible.
How about this one? Tater,
Bill.
It is.
Tater says, really horrible, Jake. 0.1.
I mean, I do wish you'd stay in the 70s a little more. Yeah, what?
I gotta
give
make
it-
make you appreciate the 70s.
You would have gave
more.
it like a 5, 6. I mean, okay, all right, even a 6. All right,
I mean,
give it an 8. You gave it an 8. You've given songs in the 70s 8s, and so then they have this. I don't even know who.
like that.
I don't know
if
who we
I
are.
go 70s every day, you won't appreciate it as much. You got to change it up.
I don't
a
mind the
little
change
bit.
up.
I
I'm
thought the
okay,
sound
Jake.
was
I'm
good.
fine with the change up. I'm just gonna say in 2017 that probably wasn't the lead song. I'm gonna say somewhere that there's probably something better than that.
Nick in Minnesota, yikes, 1.7. Someone says applauding. It's an 8, something different there. So got one confident one.
You can't. It's a decent sound.
Gavin and Pender 5.7 seems a little high for Gavin.
A little high for
that
Gavin.
5.7. Jennifer 6, hubby 5.4.
Almost
Not
like-
surprising, but new to us.
I can't imagine. Can you imagine those two looking at each other as that song was playing? Just with befuddlement between the two of them. Like what are we listening to? This is not Boz Scaggs. I'll tell you that.
No, not the lowdown.
No.
Well, that song of the day, "Love Is Mystical" by the Cold War Kids. Tomorrow, Rick Heyman gets his shot at it.
Hey, so Heyman's with us tomorrow.
Yep, I'll try
Tomorrow,
again
Rick.
Friday. Yes. All right, it is time, without further ado, for the mailbag.
The bag.
Ready for that?
Yeah.
Hang on a second. It's a little loud.
Yeah.
Here we go. The mailbag, as always, is sponsored by our friends at Apply Connected, because the 3 words you don't want to hear in IT are what, Bill?
I've been hacked.
Yep. No. Don't want that. Won't happen with Apply Connected Technologies. All 93 counties of Nebraska. 99% retention rate. Managing all things IT and cybersecurity. Free consultation at appliedconnective.com.
Real quick with Will. Staff enlarging in Lincoln due to high volume of business.
Seriously?
Yes, staff enlargement. So right now there's a big push, staff enlargement also in Elkhorn. That's what that you don't it's hire a bunch of new people. Why? I don't know either. The business is going that good. Maybe if we hire more people.
Seriously.
No, business is going great.
He's hiring right now.
Everyone's secured. Yeah, can you imagine the vetting process to get in with Applied Connect, the background check like that? Would you make it, Steve? I don't know if I would. I think there'd be some
close
concerns.
call.
There'd be some concerns. There's no doubt. But they are expanding right now. People are gravitating into the Lincoln office because of high volume, high needs.
Okay.
Yes.
That was almost breaking news.
If you'd like to apply at Applied Connected,
how do you do it?
Appliedconnective.com. That's the website.
You could probably go on the website and
they'll point you the right direction.
They'll go to the website, yes.
To the mailbag. Anthony in Sabetha, Kansas leads off. Says, good morning, Steelers.
That'll be funny forever.
Interesting.
Hey, Steelers.
Sometimes my family has for supper what we call baby pizzas. You take English muffins, split them apart, put on some pizza sauce, pepperoni, and cheese, then bake them and enjoy. My mom used to make them for my brother and I when we were growing up. Better times. What meal takes you back to your childhood? Have a great day from Anthony.
It's a great question like that. My mom did the same ones. I probably had over 1,000 of them. And they were, she did hers with ground beef, though. Didn't do the pepper and do this ground beef. And then she froze them. So they would always be available. She always had them frozen and wax paper over the top, frozen. So you could always take them out whenever you wanted. You pop them into a toaster oven. And it was better times.
Hey, we both ate those things. I don't know. Do people still? It struck me something my mom would make if she was running low on food items. That was okay. We better just make a pizza out of this English muffin.
Yeah, mine wouldn't be so much probably like the meal, probably at that, but just the old school Texas sheet cake. The Texas
brownies?
What is that?
Brownies. It's like a brownie. It's a Texas called Texas sheet cake. It's a cake, but it's not really a brownie though. It's not a brownie. It's a flatter.
I know what you're talking
cake
about.
With chocolate frosting. Texas sheet cake, and it was incredible. But it was made in the lower pan, and and that's just the name for it, Texas sheet cake, and it'll change your life. And we had one. There was always one basically on the counter, and then you always cut it. Then you always cut a little more, and you cut a little bit.
Oh God,
it was never just. My mom never pre-cut it, and you just kind of handled it yourself.
Yeah,
and there was always it was on the counter with tinfoil over the top of it.
That's what it was. The whole thing in an afternoon.
Oh, I could eat one in an afternoon. So at the Sipple house, I'm saying they're going through one in 2 hours.
For 2 boys.
They would just
3 boys. I mean, 2 other boys. Yeah.
Just attack it.
No, the food situation was really, really rough. I mean, anyway, mine is just simple. Well, there's a few, but the one that comes to mind, all I can call is a fruit cup. And my mom had this I don't know what she put in it, but they're just, they're fruit cups. They're frozen. It was more of a summer treat. But sometimes I'd get her to do it in other months, and they were, I don't know how she did it, but they were the best fruit cup. There's frozen
fruit cup.
Yeah, frozen fruit cups, and I could eat 30 of them, and probably sometimes did.
Steve, we're down 30 cups.
What happened?
Yeah, fruit cups. I don't know what was in them exactly. There are
fruit. In them, fruit.
Yeah. But I don't know what I think there's some 7-Up, and I think there's orange juice. I don't know. She just had a remarkable. There's a couple things my mom could make that were remarkable: sugar cookies, fruit cups, and fried chicken, cherry pie too.
You ever had a no-bake cookie at all? No-bake cookie?
It's
like a chocolate oatmeal masterpiece. You don't bake them. You make them, and you freeze. You put them in the fridge or the freezer. I think there's peanut butter in them as well. I've never made one myself. My mom used to make them all the time. I haven't had those in years. But
and they were always available for you, probably.
All the time. We had those all the time. And they were eaten quickly all the time. No bake cookie.
They sound really good.
They are delightful. Next up, John.
Better times.
John in Southeast
Jim
Lincoln
Sabota.
says, Good morning. I recently found an old yo-yo of mine that I had gotten several years ago. It's a Duncan yo-yo. I remember when I could go around
Better time.
and do tricks. Sadly, I'm not able to do any tricks anymore. Did any of you have a yo-yo when you were younger? And
100.
could you do tricks with the yo-yo?
I wasn't really, was the one walking the dog.
Could you walk the dog?
Not really. I wasn't great at all the tricks.
Same.
But you'd walking down like you'd just be walking with it. You kind of flip it over your finger and back and down and this, and you would just do it constantly. But if someone said what was the brand, I would say Duncan. That's the only thing. That's the only brand I know. You remember there was a time too that it wasn't my deal, Steve. The ones that lit up. There was
100.
There was ones that lit up also. Mine was orange. And remember also the string would break, you had to reattach.
Yeah, that was a pain.
That's a lot.
Mhm.
That's like trying.
It happened.
It's like trying to get line back on your weed eater. It was a lot. There's a lot. But yes.
Oh God.
But no,
yes.
was I great on on the tricks and things? No, I wasn't.
Sounds like yours about exactly the same as me. I probably had a total of 10 yo-yos over the course of 7 years, and I think I did have one. It was a lime green one that lit up, and I liked them. I wasn't that good at it though. I couldn't do the
you would
walk
do
the
them all the
dog.
time. Very cool.
It was like a stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was an addendum to maybe your birthday stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it got a yo-yo too. Cool. Thanks, Mom.
I think I had a yo-yo, but I always got the string messed up, so I was no good at that.
Surprises me.
You seem very efficient, Jake.
Those things pissed me off. I loved them, but they pissed me off at the same time.
Jake has a personal vendetta against yo-yos.
They pissed him off.
They did. They're con again. String is messed up again. Love this thing.
How was your sister? Could she do it?
No. Never probably even used a yo-yo ever. Michael says, good morning from Alabama.
Tough subject.
Celebrating my 33rd birthday today. 20 years ago for my 13th, my dad got us tickets for my first football game in Memorial Stadium against Maine. What was your most memorable present you received when you were younger?
Oh, okay.
You
Go
have
ahead,
one?
Bill.
Do you have a gift that stands out when you were younger?
Oh, God.
There's a lot of cool. I go back to gifts don't stand out in with them, but that gift was him because that was an experience. My lead gift would be velvet. That was when I got my lab when I was in like I was in I think 7th grade, and she went all the way through graduate school until she passed, and so it's a big part of my life. She's a great hunting dog. I got her on Christmas Eve.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's by far the lead. There's nothing else that even compares to that.
I got a drum set when I was 5 that lasted probably 45 minutes before I completely broke the thing. But that was a great 45 minutes. I was hitting it too hard.
Put a hole in the...
Oh, it's just a massive hole. They're like, we're not replacing that. So that gift is gone.
How old were you, 22?
5.
5.
I destroyed when I was 5.
Can you remember at that
Just
age when you got the cheap drum set when people got them?
Oh, that was it.
And you would break them, and then people try to fix them by just taping them. That was also a standard. Just tape it.
They probably did try to tape it. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
It got thrown away.
Oh, I got one.
What do you got, Steve?
It was the old, I don't know. Jake will remember. Remember the NFL jackets that you got? I got
starter jackets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was a starter. I got a Raiders one that was black, and it was like, I don't know. It was black with silver. Silver sleeves. It was. That's my best gift. I used to wear.
Approximate age?
Probably 8 or 9, maybe 7, 8 or 9 in that range. It was super cool. I'll say it's a starter jacket. I don't know. I had a Celtics starter jacket too. Now that was when I was a little older, teenager, and I wore that all the time.
I wore a Houston Oilers hat to the point where it just almost just turned into like paper. I wore it every day, every single day for how many years I wore it. And I'd wear it to school as kind of my hair former. And I'd wear it; it would kind of help me form my hair for the day. And then
smart.
And then all of a sudden, it was just gone. And Maureen Winky threw it away. The home ec teacher threw it away. True story. She goes, I couldn't take it anymore. And that was my hat.
Became a paper hat.
It was. I wore it. It was
home ec teacher.
Home ec teacher.
Took some initiative.
We haven't seen your new Oilers hat for a while.
Yeah, I need to bring that one back.
That's a great hat.
Yeah, you don't wear that.
Well, I'll send you the picture of me wearing it with in Canada.
In Canada, you're
with
wearing
with the flag and the orange shirt.
Yes, the flag of the orange shirt.
Orange shirt.
Yeah. In Canada.
Light blue hat.
In Canada.
It's a good picture.
Oh,
it's a great picture, actually. Last one. Someone says, Bill, when is the last time you talked to Ed Orgeron? How often do you talk to him? So
quite often, probably 6-7 times a year. It's probably been a month or so. It's really cool when I talk to him because if I text him like, hey coach, what's going on, like that and immediately I'll get a call back from him. Hey Billy, what's going on? And it's just we have a great conversation. We talk about this and this, talk about what's going on in college football, different things. But I talk to Coach O all the time, and he's a great dude. And if like I said, there's nothing he wouldn't do for me to help me with that. And if I text him, as busy as that guy is and different things that he's doing, is that he'll get back to me within minutes. Every time if not, he'll text back and say, Bill, I'm doing this right now. I'll be done at whatever 2:00, and then
Okay, that makes me feel a little better.
Yeah. So, but he gets back to me, immediately all the time, and he's great to talk to. Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
What does it make you feel better, Sip?
Because I don't get back to people very well, including Bill.
Yeah.
I don't. Sorry.
No,
It happens. That is the Mailbag, sponsored by
your long list of people.
Apply Connective Technologies. Hour 2 is next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Your Nebraska Lottery announces the 2025 NASCAR Powerball Playoff. And it's a great way to get on track for a chance to win $1,000. From May 27th to June 23rd, buy $2 of Powerball, enter the voucher number online, and you could be one of 20 winners of $1,000 and a chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Roar into any Nebraska Lottery retailer and buy $2 of Powerball today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Make plans to attend the Nebraska Whiskey Carnival this Saturday at Sideshow Spirits in Lincoln. This unique one-day festival highlights Nebraska distilleries, local vendors, and chill music. A general admission ticket gets you a custom tasting glass and free samples from the distillery booths. Food trucks will be on site to sell food and snacks, and cigars will be available for purchase. Get your tickets today at sideshowspirits.com. It's the Whiskey Carnival this Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. at Sideshow Spirits at 16th and P.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe. A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive. There are great Mexican restaurants all over town, but there is one that is especially worth the drive from any part of town. Tacos Los Hermanos at 70th and Havelock. Cool off this summer with a delicious horchata or other special drinks, and grab one of their famous taco boxes for a group of friends or coworkers to enjoy, full of birria tacos and many other options. Don't forget their great desserts like tres leches, flan, and cheesecake. Get to Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock in Lincoln.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
I tried to hide my cigarette smoking. Then I was rushed into emergency surgery to repair the damage smoking did to my heart. It shocked everyone because they thought I was healthy. Yet because I smoked, I had a severe heart condition that nearly killed me. My tip is, you may be able to hide your smoking from the world, but you can't hide from the damage smoking does to your body.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. Also at 70th and Pioneers. And what does Shin Daddy have going on today in Creighton, Bill?
It's pretty simple when you're doing some things, guys. You can't put the cart ahead of the horse. Can't put the cart ahead of the horse. They're picking people up around town in a horse-drawn carriage and taking them through the drive-through, and so they go. So their banking will be done via the hansom cab. I mean, that's what they call those in New York City. I believe that's correct with the horse. I believe that could be correct.
That sounds right to me.
I think it was on Seinfeld one time, and they fed Rusty the horse some food, and he kept farting all the time. It was a really rough deal. There's some gas situations.
We're trying to avoid that, though.
Trying to avoid
rough
that.
deal.
They don't have that. Yes, so they've just had oats and everything's fine. So they'll be.
Is there drive through that?
There's a drive through. Yeah, incredible. They can also do an ATM too. So they'll pick you up. They call them up. Schindler is dispatching the numbers.
Nice.
People go pick them up in the
in the cart,
in the carriage, the horse-drawn carriage, and they bring him down to the. It's a nice day out. So bring him down.
Perfect.
You'll see him whipping all around town. He's got 6 of them. Yeah, he's got, and
you'll hear that
clickety clap. That when you hear that sound.
Wait,
coming,
he's got 6 of them.
6 of them. Well, there's a lot of people banking. So it goes down. So the lobby is closed. All banking is done through horse and carriage today through the drive-through, and that's happening. And you hear, but all day you'll just hear. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't get in there.
Come on.
You wouldn't also get there.
Might get in.
I got to do some. I got to move some money from savings to checking, and I got to get in a in a horse-drawn cart.
The only way is to be a horse today.
God, that sound of the horse walking there when they're
I can't do it. Can you do it?
That kind of
I don't have that
that's
sound.
kind of a hard sound to do with that, but
That'd be
we all
fun.
know it. When you hear it, you know it. It's like when
There's gonna be a lot of it.
There'll be a lot. 6 of them.
Yeah.
6 of them whipping around town. Yes.
What in?
Are there any scoopers and all? You know, for
What's that? For manure?
Yeah.
For manure
Of course
situations.
there is. Just gotta ask.
100%. That's
Shindy will have that.
The Cub Scouts are helping with that. The
Cub
guys that help
Scouts,
with
all
the
right.
fires.
Wonderful.
Cub Scouts. So that's part of their one. They do certain community services, and
Mhm.
one of them today is manure. So manure removal system by the Cub Scouts.
Wow, Shindy does not mess around.
No, 6 of them.
He had to.
Yes.
And how many horses are attached to each?
What's that?
Carriage?
Just one horse.
Just one horse.
Just one horse.
Yeah, it's a 1-horse town. That's what it is. It's another story.
God.
So Shindy,
Must be quite the day in Creighton.
Imagine, can you imagine all
Festive.
if you pulled up and there was 3 of them backed up at the drive-through?
You'd be wondering
what we
what
doing?
is going
and,
on?
and you try to go into the lobby, it's like lobby's closed. Get in line, get in a
On a
carriage,
horse.
get in a carriage, and we'll whip you through here. They're
It'd
serving.
be a story you'd want to know, like if you were there randomly and you saw 3 of them.
Yeah.
Like
What's going on? Well, they're
Yeah.
banking. They're doing banking right now.
John says it's a bad day to be a Cub Scout in Creighton today.
That's
Scooping
bad.
up manure all day.
It's not
Horse
really. It's
manure.
not
Horse
that bad.
manure is not that
That's-
repulsive.
It's not that bad. Yeah,
Uh-uh.
yeah.
Cow manure, horse manure, not that repulsive.
Which one is?
Well, I don't want to
If
get
that's
into
not repulsive,
comparing
then what
them.
is?
Anyway,
That is one of the things that is incredible for all the small town parades, and there is just
road apples,
there is just horse
manure, road
manure everywhere during when the parade is over, and someone's in charge of it. But
Somebody's
guess
got to get
what?
him. Yeah.
Shindy has a plan. The Cub Scouts
on
they
top
had
of
their
it.
day yesterday building fires. Now it's their day to do manure.
That's right. How'd that go?
Really good. 12 of them. Had 12 of them. set up.
They had some rain.
Had some rain, but they fought right through it. It didn't get near as much rain up there that we got here, so it worked out perfect for
Oh,
Shindy.
it really worked out. I mean, because you still got to light a fire in the rain sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Jake's looking at this text line. Like
But you're saying you're not going to go up there though.
you wouldn't do
You're
that.
not going to see the horse-drawn carriage.
I'm not
if
saying
if you were going, you're telling
You're
me
not doing the maze.
I might not do my
inside.
banking.
We're not
Yeah,
woodworking inside. It's
Yeah,
simply
yeah,
a
do it.
drive-through situation.
Yeah.
I might take a ride. I just don't know if I do the banking.
What if you just wrote a story about him? Someone doing how would that be? Would you do that? Just kidding.
Someone says,
Somebody needs to write a story about Shindy.
Yeah.
Someone says, is there any lower interest rates for dressing up or an old-timey accent here?
Absolutely.
That's a
like
good
that.
idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea like that. I'll float that by Steve, but I'll put this down. That's a hard yes. That's
Wear a
hard yes.
bonnet.
Wear a bonnet. That would be incredible.
Yeah.
Yes. Or what if someone showed up actually with a true like Little House on the Prairie entire
Get up.
family, the entire family. Yes.
No.
Also, here comes. Is that Laura Ingalls? Is that Laura Ingalls in there?
Michael Landon.
Is that Michael Landon? Right. That would be incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shindy.
Yes.
Shindy.
Dress up.
So what was it again?
That's a
You can't put the
cart ahead of the horse.
Ah.
Wonderful day.
Midwest
It'll be an
Bank.
interesting
Great.
day up there.
Yes, interesting day. And also like that, probably be good if Jake went up after that golf debacle he had on Monday.
I need to go up
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, I need to
with
make
this
some
one,
amends here.
Jake's the ringer, and things didn't go well.
A lot of that all day long.
Yeah,
Most
yeah,
by
yeah, a
me.
lot of
Not
that.
the team did not do that.
But
To me.
when
That
I
was
heard
my own self.
when I
doing
heard
that.
Doug Johnson say, he goes, "Have you ever heard Jake's meltdowns?" He goes, "Yeah, they're real, and they're swearing."
A lot of
He
cussing.
said that you kind of whipped your club, but you didn't throw it, but you kind of did one of these with it.
I was surprised I didn't let it go. Actually,
Yes.
it was about to fly about 50 yards down the fairway at one point.
You don't swear a whole lot, do you?
The golf course is a different place.
Yeah,
so
you don't hear him swearing a lot.
I told Doug Johnson, president, CEO, owner of Midwest Bank, I said, "Hey, FYI," I said, "I go, Jake Golson, a big event down in Beatrice, kind of member guest down there at the country club with Seth. I go, and they scream at each other.
Oh, there's yelling.
They
Oh,
scream at
absolute
each
yelling.
other. If one person has one bad shot,
We try to keep it civil. That never lasts more than 9
Yeah.
holes.
yeah, I could imagine that. Okay, here's my best friend. We're going to golf and we're going to yell at each other. So one of the two that's letting us down. The reason we're losing is you.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine that.
You should ask
That'd be
people that
fun.
play with us. It gets uncomfortable.
It'd get very-
Ask our playing partners, saying, "Oh, this is getting uncomfortable over here.
Yeah. Jake,
I don't want to be here
he
anymore."
calls into the radio show for the Dolphins. He
Yell at Seth.
He yells.
He yells at
Seth.
me.
He yells
There's
at
a
you.
side of him I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that side.
I don't know that side either.
And you don't cuss a lot, even when you're, just jacking around.
Not typically, but
No, you
again,
don't.
Again, People,
like in the ticket,
people are different on the golf course.
And
you notice in the ticket, he doesn't. There's not a lot of swearing off air.
No, not at all.
Sometimes
it's a different side
Not
of
very
it.
often.
I try not to.
So anyway, Midwest Bank.
Clickety clack.
Clickety clack.
Wow.
I got a lot of
That sounds fun.
Yes, a lot of people are trying to point me to an article because they're excited about this. It's more off-season price for Nebraska football.
What am I missing?
It's not even on the
something?
rundown. This is news
it's
to
not
you.
on the
It's not
rundown.
breaking news.
Breaking news?
No, it came from
Okay.
yesterday, so it's not breaking news. Nebraska is in a preseason ranking again, and it's the ESPN FPI ranking.
Why do I not see this stuff?
This came out last night, apparently. You know what that means? That's the Football Power Index.
Mm-hmm.
And it essentially gives you your chance. It says, make sure I read this properly here.
I'll look it up.
It helps you figure out how close you might get potentially to a playoff, or it judges your schedule and the strength of schedule in general in terms of how good you could be as a program.
Mm-hmm.
Nebraska's right behind SMU. USC is 19th in these rankings ahead of Nebraska. Well,
So you said Nebraska's what?
25th.
Oh, they're 25th.
Nebraska's 25th in the FPI ranking. So it says this: ESPN's FPI rankings are meant to project team performance and playoff potential, factoring in returning talent, schedule strength, and other advanced metrics. Nebraska's spot at 25 suggests cautious optimism from the analytics, placing the Huskers behind a mix of traditional powers and rising programs. Arizona State just ahead of Nebraska, a playoff team last season.
Yeah.
People are high in Nebraska.
Well, the biggest one is what? What's the number one factor you read in there?
Returning talent, schedule strength. Schedule strength.
That's why. What's Florida ranked?
They are on here 18th.
18th. That's a little shocking to me with their schedule.
You think they would be?
Well, I also feel that they're a slam dunk 9-3 that they're in. But
do you?
I also read some, which is interesting. There was if you saw this, there was an SEC article that had Florida as an 18% chance of making the playoffs. And then on here, they're what?
18th in the country,
in the country. So that's a way different number than what they had when they ranked every SEC team of what they felt their chances were of getting into the playoffs.
Lindy's has Nebraska 24th. So they're
in some preseason rankings.
Yeah, they're sneaking in some. Those aren't the only two, but it's always near the bottom. I guess it's like Bill says, it's a lot of it's schedule.
Now I was looking at the top 5. So Texas, Georgia, Alabama, number 3 in the FPI, 4 Ohio State, Penn State, number 5, and you look at obviously those are extremely talented teams, but I looked at another ranking in terms of running backs in the Big Ten. It's incredible that we knew this already, but Penn State, of course, is 2 of the top 3 running backs in the league with Nicholas Singleton and Katron Allen, seen by South Carolina's 1 and 3.
Oh yeah, I better
in the conference. Number 2, Mekhi Hughes at Oregon. 4, Jonah Coleman at Washington, and 5,
I love Jonah Coleman.
Darius Taylor at Minnesota. Those are the top 5 running backs per Husker Online in the league. But again, 2 on the same team with Penn State. I just imagine how different we'd feel about Nebraska's offense if you had any of those guys
if you had a guy
on your roster.
If you had a guy like Singleton, average 6.4.
You like Emmett Johnson, but he's not that type of level of running back. And we're concerned about the backups who have not played much at Nebraska. If you had someone like that is going to be somewhat of a high draft pick, that changes a lot of thoughts on this season.
I'd look at it way different. If you had Singleton, who's 6 foot 220 and average 6.4 a carry, yeah, I'd look at things a lot different. I don't know much about Mekhi Hughes.
At Oregon,
yeah.
I don't know anything about him.
You like Jonah Coleman?
I've seen him, but to say I really studied him, no.
Hughes. This was last year. He was there last year. He ran for 1,400 yards.
Yeah, no one knew.
Yeah,
we didn't know the name. But you like Jonah Coleman though, Bill, a lot.
Love him, absolutely love him. I think what game was I watching? They were playing so well, and he got hurt in.
Oh, hold on. Go back to Mekhi Hughes. We didn't know because he was at Tulane.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We should know
that. So bad then. I'm going like, hey, I don't know.
Right.
That's
why.
I knew the name, but it wasn't like, oh, yeah, I remember watching him very clearly.
And you're forgiven, and I'm forgiven because it's just the world we're in. It's hard to follow where everybody's going. But anyway, go ahead. You like Coleman?
I like Coleman a lot. He jumps. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah, Jake. I mean, of course, you would look at it different if Nebraska. First of all, Nebraska should have a top 5
been a while. It's been a long time
A
since you've had
top
that type
five,
of running back.
a
here.
running back that's you could say is a top 5 Big Ten running back shouldn't be a stretch. They should have it fairly regularly. That's the thing. That's the thing that bothers me the most. Not Emmett Johnson. Emmett Johnson's fine, and I don't think you could get him on this list, but he's fine. It's just you should have a guy that's a no-brainer.
We didn't know how good we had it with Bo when he went from Burkhead to Halou to Amir Abdullah back to back to back. You think about Wisconsin with what they had with the running backs of James White, Monte Ball, Melvin Gordon, just go on and on and on.
Hey, by the way,
Jonathan Taylor, of course, there, but Nebraska had a really good run, and it has not been the same since.
How long ago was that?
That was 10 years ago,
Right.
11 years ago.
It's
You
getting to
haven't
be a
had
long
guys
time
since then.
Right. I mean, they had Burkhead and Amir.
Yes, on the same
on the
backfield.
phone, going at the same time. Don't get me started. You got to get back to that.
What year would it have been? 81, 82 when Nebraska had Mike Rozier and Roger Craig. Is
that any good?
Imagine that.
Is that any good?
Stop. But just take a little time out for a second on that. That's
Rathman. Rathman's on that team.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Hey, Rozier's a little tired. What should we do? I don't know. I guess put that Roger Craig guy in. I guess like that. Matt, I just want you to think about that.
I do a lot.
And they said that. And then the fullback was Rathman.
Right.
Think about that. Probably one of the best fullbacks to ever play in the history of the NFL.
And on we go. For many years, they managed to do it, and then it didn't get shut off. But you just didn't have guys that were as good for a long period.
We're talking about
Jake. You're right.
We're talking about 11 years though, or 10 years since in any sort of elite level back for
You're
Nebraska.
right. You look at everything a little different when you have that kind of running back. Not any running back, though. I don't know if I'd say Darius Taylor would change the world over here, the Minnesota running back, but it'd be good.
The vision and
people get tired of
the vision and the cutting ability with the vision in the running back world. That's a skill set that you drill, but it's just a special drill skill set that you have. And then every time when you're watching a running back, sometimes you just go, he never misses a cut. You'll see him all of a sudden like he wound that one all the way back to the opposite C because he just felt that I was pressing play side and he did this, or then the ability to make you miss and then finish with power, and all those things that go with it. But
how does it affect the game?
Because what happens is that's what happened with Blake Corum. All of a sudden, it's like, man, we defend. Nice job. Good defend. Nice.
6 yards.
Really good. Yeah, it was 2nd and 4.5. And it was like you played it really well because he got what he was supposed to get. Then he got 2 more every time. And it was like just that type of back. They were just like, this guy never misses anything.
And if you have that kind of running game that Michigan had, that Penn State has, it makes everything easier.
Oh, everything's easier.
Absolutely. Your defense is easier.
Clock, you name it, everything with it.
Someone just pointed this out on the text line. I'm not trying to go back and make people upset where we're at now compared to where we were. But 2010, Nebraska, top 5 team at one point that season. They go 10-4. Nebraska that season had 3 players rush for 950 or more yards. Roy Halou had 1,200 yards. Taylor Martinez had 965, and Rex Burkhead had 951 that season. 3 players at nearly 1,000 yards each in 2010.
Better times.
Better.
And we're talking about.
Hang on. What was the numbers again?
Okay. Roy Halou, 1,245 yards. Taylor Martinez, 965. Rex Burkhead, 951.
So no matter what,
those 3.
3,200 yards rushing off of 3 guys on the same team.
Yeah, so you essentially had 2 1,000-yard back.
Yes.
Rex is getting 1,000.
And a quarterback.
You had 2,000 yards. Matter of fact, if he wasn't running it very much, they're both probably about 1,300.
Right.
It's about what they probably would have ended up at.
You've had it. You can get it.
How about
again.
a combined 30 touchdown rushes for those 3 30 rushing touchdowns?
It matters a lot.
I was so happy to see, and I wasn't here for any of that, obviously, with Taylor Martinez.
Yeah.
He's in the Nebraska Hall of Fame now. They would show back on some of his highlights because I wasn't here for any of those.
No.
When there's some times when I saw those highlights, his speed was so ridiculous.
It was crazy.
I mean, when he broke out, it was talk about like a loose horse. It was like not even a loose horse, but the speed.
It's kind of a little horse.
A
little horse in the Derby. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not that big,
But
He was a kind of a horse.
But it was incredible. I mean, one mistake, and if he hit a seam, it was gone. And the thing was, some of the runs, he's hitting top speed like at 70 yards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like he was 0 to 50 really fast. It was like
scary.
it was incredible to watch. It really was.
Yeah.
And back then, I don't know if they were running near as much at that time. The true quarterback counters and different runs with him. You know, the different. I don't know how well what was all schemed up with him.
Read plays.
Zone read.
A lot of zone read. That was in vogue.
Yeah, but it would have been. There probably was even more they could have done with him. But I don't care. He rushed for 1,000 yards.
Those guys combined were averaging 6 yards a carry.
Yeah, I mean,
6.6 for Helou, 6 for Taylor, and 5.5.
You won 10 games. It's not. I mean, it matters. I just always look at it like this: when you watch the game's so much different if you can run the ball. There's a power element to it. Everybody feels empowered. The AD feels empowered. Everybody does. We're running the ball. Now what I hear that I get around here is just as long as they can run it when it matters. Yeah, that's good. I like that too. But how about just running it well all the time?
Is that so hard to ask?
Can't they just run it well when it matters? Yeah, that's fine.
When's it matter? Is there a certain time you go out there and
late in the game when you got to stall away the clock?
When doesn't it matter?
Oh,
So you jog out there. We're gonna call some run plays. This isn't the time. Not a big deal.
Mid
Doesn't really
first
matter.
quarter, we're all right.
Dylan can throw, so we're all right.
We're all right. This isn't the time. We don't need to run it now. Everybody clear? We need to run it later. So
Second half, we got to run the ball.
Just everybody just chill. Hey, we just called 38 counter. Should we block it well? Nah.
If we get it,
we get it. But we need to.
Honestly,
we call the same play in the third quarter now. It's way different. You better get this thing going.
I mean, honestly, though, I've seen games where I'm kind of like it feels like that. I don't even know if they care right now. Just get to second and long and let the quarterback handle it.
When we come back, Bill's Thrills. An early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Your Nebraska Lottery announces the 2025 NASCAR Powerball Playoff. And it's a great way to get on track for a chance to win $1,000. From May 27th to June 23rd, buy $2 of Powerball, enter the voucher number online, and you could be one of 20 winners of $1,000 and a chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Roar into any Nebraska Lottery retailer and buy $2 of Powerball today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Now's the best time to lock in early order savings on a new John Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plan for success with the latest technology, including Exact Emerge high-speed planters that help you cover more acres with greater precision and productivity. Order your planter for next year now to unlock the biggest savings of the season. Contact your local Landmark location today and experience the Landmark difference.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's nebcoinc.com.
There are great Mexican restaurants all over town, but there is one that is especially worth the drive from any part of town. Tacos Los Hermanos at 70th and Havelock. Cool off this summer with a delicious horchata or other special drinks, and grab one of their famous taco boxes for a group of friends or coworkers to enjoy, full of birria tacos and many other options. Don't forget their great desserts like tres leches, flan, and cheesecake. Get to Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock in Lincoln.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild's Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage and do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 convenient locations. So, you coming? Get all the perks with the PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month.
Hurry, you won't want to miss this exclusive offer. Deal ends June 13th.
See Club for details.
A1 Automotive's second location is now open at 5110 State Hill Drive, just off of Yankee Hill Road. The new location continues to specialize in all makes and models and provides personalized service as they have for 15 years. To honor the new store opening, A1 is offering $25 off any service over $300, $50 off services over $500, and $75 off services that total over $750, all through July 31st. Schedule your appointment today at a1autolincoln.com and visit their new location in South Lincoln at 5110 State Hill Drive.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, yeah.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. They offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today.
Currency. Steve, you know what that is?
Yeah. I need more of it.
Do you have any currency on you right now?
Nothing on me.
Nothing on you right now.
Just cards.
It's cards like that. Yeah,
that's currency. Right?
You want to have extra currency in your pocket? That's where you want to go. We talked about the applications going up like crazy, and like I said, for the interviews like that, when you get to the personal interviews, Carson Schott will sit down and help tutor you when you go into your personal. Yeah, it's a lot. It's Sandhills Global. We saw Jim Hansen directly when he came in the studio when he's working for, and he's in the pink tie.
Wow.
Yeah. That was a wow factor. The Peds are a wow factor, and they've got things going on right now. And that is their focus, is to build this leg or this branch of their operation at the highest level. And they're taking on the most qualified candidates there are, and get in there, give it a shot, apply.
God. GoCurrency.com/finance careers. It is time for a Wednesday edition of Bill's Thrills. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah. Is it W bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
Bill's Thrills sponsored by Diner Contracting. If you're needing for remodels, there's one place to go. Kitchen, baths, whole house remodels. They do additions, basement finishes, and custom new homes. Diner Contracting. Call or text Randy at 402-417-5204.
Insane communication.
Randy?
Insane communication. Obviously, you have to have the product come out really good, which they do. That's why Randy's been around for so long, 30 plus years. So that's why he kills it in the remodel business. All of a sudden, like I said, also with that, you want to add a deck on, you want to add, you want to have some concrete poured. Randy did all those things for us, and he communicated with Laura because I miss out on some things. But the communication was so insane, but also free consultation.
Oh.
Right now, I'm going to say right now of our listeners, probably 50% have been talking about potentially doing something. And then what do you do? I don't know. We'll get to who does that exactly. I don't know. We're thinking about it like that. Why think about it? Why not have Randy come out and walk through the plan and the vision? And a lot of times what he'd change our vision. Actually, here's what you want to do. Because with guys, you can't. We're going to tear that down. That's a weight-bearing wall. You don't want to tear that. That's going to cause a whole situation. But we could do it this way.
Randy,
bring in weight bearing. He understands weight bearing, Steve. How about that? Bring him in. Bring him and Hayden in. Have the conversation. Change your whole life. And I'll say this: he'll counsel you through how to go through a remodel. Because a remodel, as you talk to everyone, just text in from the text line from the breakers. That's stressful because a remodel means there's going to be stuff taken out. There's going to be it flips your days for a lot of time. If you're redoing your kitchen, it's not kind of like everything's normal. It's not. So Randy sits down with you and walks you through the plan, and he makes sure it's timely. What's that phone number again, Jay?
402-417-5204. Dinert Contracting. Wild Card Wednesday for Bill's Thrills today.
What's the wild card there?
Wild card today. Well, it kind of goes back into something. Hey, thanks, champ.
He threw a champ at you there.
Thanks, sport. I don't like to hear that song by Jake again. Me and the household with mine. I imagine I'd like to have been sitting there with the household when that thing came on, looking at each other like, what are we? This is 2017.
All right. Come on now.
Where's life going?
Yeah, where's it going?
RPI should be a piece of the pie. RPI should be a piece of the pie. I
think I know.
The left column gets too much volume. The left column gets too much volume. So this gets back a little bit to the FPI that was talked about earlier. If you notice, and there is a couple metrics. Is that the right word, Steve? That is out there.
You got it.
But if you talk about basketball, baseball, what's talked about forever? The RPI. Who have they played? You get zero credit in basketball, which was part of my Bill's Thrills 3 months ago. You get zero credit for beating bad teams. It can just only hurt you. You get credit in college for beating bad teams, especially for bowl game situations. You get football, you get credit. But right now, a lot of times I say the left column, it's the win-loss column, and it's still the value of wins sometimes is so much overtaking an FPI. And I just wish that it would be discussed. It would be part of the conversation, not like the lone wolf. But you never hear anything said about week 8 or 9. Well, let's just talk about their FPI, their RPI.
No, you don't.
You don't hear a word about it.
Why?
And all they say, well, their strength of schedule. Well, what is their strength of schedule? No one ever says what it is. They don't just say, here's what it is. They're at this percentage. It's based off of who they played, where they played them at. In football, I think it's dramatically different where you play at, even more so than basketball, or way more so than baseball when you win on the road or whatever. But to have something that they agree upon to say, this should be discussed. This should be something when they have the committee, you never hear them ever talk about this metric. You name it, whatever you want to be. It's the Triple H. This is the thing. This is what we look at. Now, can it change? Because early on, you can say strength of schedule. You can say, well, last year, if you were playing Arizona State, that preseason was what? That's a bad one. As the season went along, that became
better.
They got better. That became a big win for you. I just think it needs to be part of somehow in a conversation. They do have them, but it's not discussed. The committee never comes out and says, it said, what's the other one in basketball? There's RPI and there's something else that's used in basketball. Tell me what
Ken Palm?
Yeah, whatever. There's two things. But
Ken Palm.
But that how many times in basketball is RPI brought up?
A lot.
5,000 times.
But you're saying strength of schedule is not brought up enough.
Not enough. It's not brought up enough.
I agree.
And I say the left column, it's still kind of like, oh man, these wins. Because sometimes like that, you see some team like that, even when you get to qualify for whatever bowl games you qualify, you have 6 wins. Well, who'd you beat? There's another team has 6 wins. It's like, maybe they should get the better bowl game. There's 2 6-win teams here.
You're right.
There's 2 6-win teams here. And these guys lost to Georgia, Florida, whatever. And these guys lost to these teams, but that's never discussed.
Not really.
Wins only matter. I mean, like I said, you take it for across everybody. What's the goal? What it used to be in basketball. What was the goal?
20
wins, and that went away.
Yeah.
That was like that. Don't even bring that up. Jake brought it up once, and I snapped.
He did.
I was like that is not even part of
for that.
It wasn't.
I wasn't prepared for the snap.
But that it's not a factor anymore. 6 wins is still a factor, but it shouldn't be. Not when it's just okay. You're still in the equation to go to a bowl game.
I can't disagree with you on this.
And I know the number is smaller. There's going to be breakers saying number's smaller. This is different. Oh, there is one. I'm just telling you, it's not discussed.
Not much.
And there's not. And also the thing that's interesting is if you start talking to the super veterans and they just go back in time, you know what is a great predictor of everything? The old BCS. It nails it. You start bringing it up there, they're like going the old BCS where they have all the algorithms
better
and they nail it really good. But it's never now. It's just talked about everything.
They talk about it a little bit,
but most of it's still you're making decisions off the wins and losses matter. But like you said, there's on this the one guy that said it before, and I've heard on other shows like that. Boo Corrigan, when he was running the committee, he goes, "We value wins, you have to value wins." I get that,
obviously.
But there's nothing that's ever what is the staple? You talked about FPI today. Does that ever come up in conversation
really.
in week 8?
No,
no. People talk about strength of schedule, but you don't really know what it is,
right? And I think it comes up, but it's always sort of 3rd or 4th on the list, and it's some guy in the back of the room, and you're like, okay, we get it. You get your strength.
Yeah, cool, buddy. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
right.
Keep running your computer back there. You're awesome.
Nerd.
Stay back there.
Right.
Want you another iced tea? Want a Splenda? Yeah, stay right back there. Yeah,
don't bring Splenda into this.
I love Splenda.
I agree with you,
but to have some sort of it also, I'd like to know. So last year there was 3 teams that got left out basically, and I don't disagree with them. It's like there's a reason for each one to get left out. It was South Carolina, and it was Ole Miss, and it was Alabama. Okay, between those 3, who definitely had the higher FPI? I don't know, but my point is, so my point would probably be Ole Miss lost to Kentucky. I don't know if
at home.
At home.
So now hold on. The question. There's an obvious question to ask you here. So why schedule hard?
What's that?
Why schedule hard?
That's my point. It's
right.
like there's no reson to.
Right.
There's no reason to do that.
I think somewhere that's where rules coming from a little bit.
There's not a reason for it because if you have a really good year, they still value wins more.
Right.
And like that. So if you're close, you can't tell me sometimes that a 10-2 and a 9-3 shouldn't be evaluated really hard. Because most of the time, the 10-2, people still say,
but you get the
10-2, still the 10 wins.
Gets the nod.
Gets the nod. The 10
by
gets
a
the
wide
nod.
margin. A lot.
It's like, well, they got 10. Well,
yeah,
hang
you didn't
on
get
a
9.
second.
You only got 9. They got 10.
The left column.
Yeah, you're right.
It gets too much attention, and you have to be able to go. So I just wish there was one that is like that was always talked about. So there's somebody getting rewarded for playing, whether they scheduled them or whether it's just how it lines up in conference. So you get some credit for those. It's like if it just keeps going like in basketball, you get no credit for bad wins. 0.
No,
they don't care.
No,
now,
they don't.
If you lose them,
it's kind of like
bad.
a waste of time. Unless you lose.
Yeah, if you lose them, it's bad.
It just damages you.
I mean, you can go through Nebraska's early schedule this year, and there are probably eight games in there. Everybody's like going, we don't even talk about those.
You wouldn't even believe the teams that they play.
They put it out like last week. It's like, what?
Yeah. Oh, there's some I don't even recognize. Check it out. Check it out.
Just this season. Take this season in basketball. It doesn't count.
No.
And all they count is the games that. I'll give it a great example. How did Oregon State become an 8 seed and now hosting a super regional? They had no conference and they went out of conference and they scheduled dudes.
Okay.
They scheduled real teams. That's why they got to be an 8 seed because they went and played real teams.
Some of the teams you referred to.
Yeah, this is the basketball schedule. Get ready for this.
Here's the teams that they have scheduled non-conference. Midland Exhibition. Then we get West Georgia. I've never heard of West Georgia before.
Georgia. Sounds like it's made up.
Yeah.
Then they got FIU. We know FIU.
Yep.
Then we got Maryland Eastern Shore comes to
Heard
town.
of them at least.
Then they play Oklahoma at the Pentagon in Sioux Falls. Then they play Winthrop. We've heard of Winthrop before. South Carolina Upstate.
Yeah.
Then Creighton in North Dakota. Then New Hampshire comes to town. That's your non-conference right now.
So but that's a lot of teams. Everyone has it. So
They have that in basketball all the time.
Yeah.
Other teams,
but you don't get any credit for winning those games. Those are just tune-up games. That is for you to get better. That's for you. Hey, we go out and we got better. We played against an opponent and we got better.
When Michigan won the national title and they played that awful non-conference schedule, it was ridiculous as a joke. Nobody said a word about it.
No.
Once they won the national title, nobody was saying
no one back.
Wow,
They would never be out of it because they were undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that. But there should be conversation all the time because then it allows teams to be kind of, or you get rewarded if you are in a conference and your conference schedule is brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you see the Floridas, the SECs. Sometimes the Big Ten, there's a couple teams that say, "Hey man, we really." Can you imagine back in the day when it was West and East, and all of a sudden you're Rutgers, and it's like, well, who are you playing? Well, we got Michigan, Michigan State, we got Penn State, we got Ohio State.
Mississippi.
And they should be like, so if they go 6-6, they should be in a really good bowl game.
Yeah, people don't think like that. They're not conditioned to. The inequity in college football has always been there.
It's always been there.
Yeah.
And
There's
I
inequity.
just wish there was a conversation every time when someone says, just make note that their FPI is really low.
Bang the drum.
It's really high. It's really high.
Keep banging the drum.
It would probably work. I mean, SEC would like it because what are they? They bang the drum that, hey, our FPI would be really high because of just who we play within.
Your voice is loud. Bang the drum.
Bill, the headline one more time, please.
Be glad to.
Yep.
That's it. RPI should be a piece of the pie.
And that is
not done.
Sorry.
It's always double. The left column gets too much volume.
That is Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Diner Contracting.
Randy!
It is time to play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-5685. A chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Today's topic, baseball player nicknames.
Okay.
From old.
Yeah, these are from the past.
Okay.
Nobody's playing here still. These are all older names.
Okay.
If you know your baseball player nicknames from the past,
we'll have a chance.
Call us at 464-5685. Shut Up Simple starts right now.
We've all been
There's a
there.
chance we get up against
You're listening
somebody
to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call that down Sip and Bill and Trivia. Baseball player nicknames of the past. How do you guys feel today about this?
It could be hit or miss.
Sip?
Do they have nicknames nowadays?
Not very many.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Kind of a thing of the past. It's not very fun anymore. We've got
times.
Bud, how do you feel about baseball player nicknames today?
I might be okay.
Okay.
Bud, what a great name.
Bud feels good. First question goes to Bud. Bill, a lifeline for Sip for one question as always. Bud, what MLB pitcher was known as Oil Can?
Dennis Boyd.
Boyd.
We're in trouble. He nailed that.
Bud
So
was
well.
very confident
I
in that
thought he might hesitate a little bit.
Whoa.
He didn't.
He seemed like he was annoyed by that one. That's
Bud Heavy
Dennis Boyd
is in our grill.
Boston Red Sox.
Sip, first question down 1-0. What was the nickname for a Hall of Fame catcher, Ivan Rodriguez?
Oh, God, Jake. No, this is a layup.
Yeah, go ahead.
Pudge.
Had that one.
Pudge
Had that one.
Rodriguez
We're 2
is
for 2.
correct.
Yes.
Back to you, Bud, for the lead. Last question. What Hall of Fame third baseman was known as the human vacuum cleaner?
Oh, that's a good one. I am going to go with Brooks Robinson.
Brilliant! Brooks Robinson is correct.
I didn't know that.
I don't think I knew that one.
2-1 lead for Bud. Back to you, and Bill is in play here. Sip.
So what was it? It's 2-1.
Yep.
Basically, we
2-1.
brought in a MLB lifer.
Superstar.
Yeah, superstar. I told you. Yeah.
Now, I think we should get this one, but this is for the tie. What player was known as Mr. Cub?
Ernie Banks.
Oh,
brilliant!
Ernie Banks.
Thank you, because I was going to say Ron Santo.
Ernie Banks is right.
Was Ron Santo Mr. Cub?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think
There's only
so.
one Mr. Cub.
There's only
and that's
Mr.
Ernie
Cub
Banks.
is Ernie Banks.
You can't have two
He's
Mr.
got two
Cubs,
Mr.
right?
Bud's even laughing at you.
That would ruin
Bud laughed
the
at
whole
you.
nickname for him.
Imagine right now if you're on the. Hey, can I be Mr. Cub? No.
All right, this
That's
will
Ernie
go.
Banks.
It's Ernie Banks.
This will go to you guys. You can confer with Bill, and then Bud, you go over under. How many Major League Baseball players have hit 500 or more home runs?
We're putting the number out?
You guys are.
Okay, just do this. Do this thing where you write down the
Bud
number.
will go over under your number.
500.
Yep, 500 plus home runs. How many players all time? Doing some math over here.
Let's see how these numbers match up. I wrote down a number and Bill wrote down a number. We have a wide discrepancy.
So I went way high.
I went 21.
Yeah, I went that. So go
in the middle.
Go way closer to you. Let's go 28.
Is it 28?
Oh, the dot! You walked into a Bud.
Oh,
Bud.
I feel so bad. 28 on the dot, Bud.
MLB.
You deserve a business box of bagels, but you lost. So it's a bagel and a coffee. But great effort, Bud. Thanks for calling in.
I feel good.
Calling down the road.
Oh, 2-1. Good job.
Split
the difference.
Kind of. He didn't split it right in the middle. 28.
I mean, Bud got Dennis Boyd, no problem.
Yeah,
he got
Bud
Brooks
was. We
Robinson.
walked.
If you go old, we're pretty good.
Yeah, we have a chance.
Yeah.
That was a
You go
nice
old
win.
school.
Very impressive win today.
Good
But
job.
great effort by Bud
2-8.
also. Bud had no chance.
Look at
Yeah.
wow, that girl's got a heater.
Oh yeah.
Look at her.
Look at that.
Look at her. Arm out the window.
Arm out the window. Oh, this is a thing of beauty.
I showed the people.
Oh, that's the thing. He's in like a little.
Yes, they can see on the
look
street.
at that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a Subaru. It's a Subaru.
Hour 3 is next. Sean Callahan, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today. Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Play ball! Haymarket Park is buzzing with excitement this summer. Grab your crew and get in on the fun. Be sure to catch all the daily specials and promotions this season, like Thirsty Thursday, Fireworks Friday, Souvenir Saturday, Family Fun Day Sunday, plus special events and discounts all summer long. Don't miss out on the action as the Lincoln Salt Dogs take on their biggest rivals and knock the ball out of the park. Visit saltdogs.com and see this week's promotions and grab your tickets.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, patchy fog possible this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny skies and light winds with a high around 77. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies and calm winds, low near 56. And tomorrow, a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mainly cloudy skies and a high near 74. I'm meteorologist Kyle Clark from 93.7 The Ticket. And theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break, presented by Nebco. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 3 sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Now hiring at Ready Mix Concrete. Check out their website at nebcoinc.com. Nebco Inc. INC.com. We're now joined by Husker Online, Sean Callahan. Sean, good morning. We are just a couple days away from the big Boneyard event, the recruiting event to kick things off for camps. What's the buzz you're hearing from Memorial Stadium about the amount of people that will be there, Sean?
Yeah, it's hard to say, but free T-shirts and hot dogs and other things, that's going to get simple there, right?
I think
free
so.
hot dogs? I didn't even know this. Free hot dogs.
No doubter.
That for media?
With condiments?
With I can't confirm those details, but yeah, they're putting a lot of work in this, a lot of effort. They really want to make it a big deal. Now, is it going to be 2017 Friday Night Lights? I mean, I doubt it. That was a unique thing, mainly because there were so many marketable names when you think back to that time. Micah Parsons was there, and Buc-ee Radley House, Darnay Holmes, Tyjon Lindsey, a lot of names like A-list recruits of that era and others showed up for that event. This we know is going to have some A-list teams, but it's going to be a lot of teams with sophomores and juniors, not necessarily seniors to be, because seniors to be are taking their recruiting visits right now and they're officials. And there'll be some seniors to be here But I think that will be the difference. You're going to have a lot of the top young talent in the country on some of these Adidas teams that are going to come in. And it's like AAU basketball. Adidas sponsors 7-on-7 teams. Some of those teams are going to be here in Lincoln.
Okay, then there's this Huddle Recruiting Summit. Can you explain that to people, Sean? Huddle Recruiting Summit.
Yeah, I mean, look, Nebraska indirectly is, involved in this, in my opinion. There's a group of over 20 top sophomore and junior recruits, 27s and 28s, led by Trey Taylor, and they're being brought in for just a recruiting seminar or summit event at Huddle that will feature educational speakers and different speakers. And two of the speakers are Matt Rule and Dylan Raiola. I'll be darned. They're going to speak at the Huddle offices in downtown Lincoln, but then all of these recruits will be able to check out Nebraska, spend time on the campus as well. So in some ways, it's almost like Nebraska's using Huddle as a Trojan horse to get these recruits into Lincoln for a national recruiting opportunity. And then they're going to be able to then utilize that as obviously a recruiting visit for them once they're done with this Huddle event.
All this goes on as Nebraska continues its camp season. There's another camp Sunday. Rule will have a camp on Sunday, correct?
Yes, they will do on Sunday. And if you notice, the camps are kind of built around the visit weekend. So the 7-on-7 one will be going on Friday as the recruits are getting into town, having dinner Friday night. They kind of stay away from Saturdays during June because that's when the recruits are here and the coaches have to spend all their time on Saturdays and Sundays. The Sunday event will happen from 1 to 6. So then the recruiting weekend's over. So a lot of it is built on either the front of the recruiting weekend or the back of the recruiting weekend. Because when the recruits are here for the next 3 weekends, you got to give those guys all your time because they're going to have over 30 official visitors here for the next 3 weekends. And, that's one of the reasons why recruiting is a little slow right now because they haven't had any official visitors. This will be kind of the first weekend where we see Nebraska really bring in true official visitors. And that's when things will start to really move with recruiting.
And you're thinking 10 or so official visitors this weekend?
Yeah, it's going to be in that number of 10 to 12 about every weekend. I mean, that's the number you want to bring in. And we've got 30 names, and those lists change. That's the thing. Right. Even with the 7-on-7 event, some of the names that have come in have changed as far as the teams and whatnot. So you got to kind of be fluid with that. But that's the number of guys they'll have come in here probably throughout the next 3 weekends.
Sean, as far as the official visitors go, who are the names that people should lock in on as?
I don't have the full list in front of me, Sip, so I don't want to misfire names.
That's okay.
Because it's a dense list of names of all positions. But pretty much what you need to know, the names coming in are their key recruiting board targets. They've got their quarterback already committed here for the class. So it's not really, it's key targets at all position groups. And I don't want to misread because there's a lot of names that haven't been here that I've never talked to before. So I don't want to mislead you on that answer.
You have talked to Trey Taylor, though, the 2027 Nebraska quarterback commit. What's his week like, Sean?
Well, Trey Taylor is, here all week. Sorry, I'm getting in my car, guys. I apologize for this.
You're fine. You're fine.
Is that car from Koppel Chevrolet?
I wasn't in my normal routine here. So
the Koppel. Is that from Koppel Chevrolet, Sean?
It's my Koppel. Yeah, this is part of the Koppel ad here. I'm getting in my lovely Koppel vehicle here.
Lovely.
Yes, that's nice. I thought the Koppel treats us very well. Thank you, Sean.
But Trey Taylor's here all week. He's just going to spend time going to camps, working out of the facility, checking things out, being around the team. He plans to camp again on Sunday. So that's not the norm. I'll tell you that, to have like your top recruit and top quarterback go into camp and be a part of that stuff. And he's going to be a part of as many of these things as he can because he really, I think, has taken ownership of being kind of the quarterback of the recruiting class and the leader of the recruiting class.
From my Husker line, Sean Callahan. Sean, last year you and Sip made the trip down to Texas for a satellite camp. And I'm curious, will those happen again or are satellite camps a thing of the past?
Well, they happen now, but it's different is probably the best way to say it. And you have such a limited time in June. And I think when Matt Rule first got here, recruiting was different with scholarship numbers and limits and compared to what it is now going to be. And they wanted to emphasize Texas. And so he made it an emphasis to go to those satellite camps in Texas, those previous 2 Junes. But no, they're not going to those. Now, they are going to have maybe some coaches out as individuals, like at the a Sound Mind Body Camp in Detroit or in Michigan. They have, I think somebody was up there. They might have a coach at the mega camp or 2 in St. Louis. But so much of what they're focusing on right now is the activity on campus, because that's what's going on right now in recruiting. So yeah, a little bummed that I'm going to go to Buc-ee's. Like if we were in last year's mode right now, Sipple will just be getting done with his first breakfast brisket taco at Buc-ee's.
Burrito. Yeah, those burritos are very simple but good. I think, what kind of meat were we talking about?
Brisket. They chop and make their own brisket right in the gas station.
Yeah. I miss those.
I've had 10 of them. They're incredible.
At once?
Not at once. That'd be an overload of calories and be very uncomfortable.
You
But
do it, though.
there's one every couple hours. I stayed at a hotel that was right by I could walk to Buc-ee's. So
you ate them all day.
Can you guys imagine if they put a Buc-ee's between Omaha and Lincoln, like an Ashland?
Oh, it'd be incredible. It would be incredible.
Why not? It's like a no-brainer, to be quite honest.
Then you just
I'm sure.
Put a couple
Fat
hotels there. That's where
Brothers
you go for vacation. Just stay there.
Just go to Buc-ee's every. Yeah.
Put up a cobblestone.
I took Sipple in there. He was looking around. If he started like trying on shirts.
You're not pushing back on this.
There's no pushback on this, Sean, like that. Like I said, that Buc-ee's is remarkable.
If they put one between Lincoln and Omaha,
Why would they
change
not?
our state?
It would change our
Be up
state
there every day.
It would change our state.
Driving there every day.
NIL money. Carson
Kansas
shot.
City's getting one, guys. You know that, and Colorado has them now too. So the tanks
Getting
are
closer.
slowly moving to our borders.
They're moving to our
with
borders.
Buc-ee stickers on them. What with the Buc-ee sticker?
I'm telling you, we need to get we need to move on this very quickly.
Well, what stops it from happening, Sean? Sean's pretty good about
Sean's smart with
commerce.
this stuff.
Can we get involved in this? I wonder if we can get the stool and On 3 to invest in this.
Sean, what would the governor's concerns be?
I don't know. But I'm thinking exit 420.
Governor Pillen,
maybe
chime in.
Exit 420.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just put it right in there.
What's 420? Which one is that, Sean?
Greenwood.
Yeah. Greenwood. That's day one stuff, Steve.
Okay, now hold on. There's already a place there.
It's a nice one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty nice.
Can you
gas station
imagine
there.
that one? All of a sudden you own that.
Like, really?
What's going on? Hey, what's going on over
What are
there?
we doing here?
It's like they're moving some dirt. They're putting the Buc-ee's in.
Screw it.
All right.
That's great.
All right, that's great.
We're
need
moving
to,
out then.
We need to sell quickly.
We're moving out.
Sean, 420 exit.
Oh, 420. Go 420.
If you don't know what the 420 exit is or the 426 exit, I can't help you out.
Sean, now hold on.
I don't know any of the exits.
Hold
I
on.
have no idea.
Now,
I have no idea
hold
the
on.
numbers now.
Sometimes you ask questions to inform the listeners, okay? I mean, that's
Saving the Woods Act.
Yeah.
Turn it on.
In the wood.
I do it for the Pete and Chattanooga
Yeah.
and Hondo.
Listening from Texas.
Yeah.
You know?
Genghis corn.
Yeah, Genghis.
Yes. Wet blanket.
Like it's a Nebraska thing.
He's a Nebraska person. Sean, regarding last weekend, Nebraska baseball, they did win a game. They didn't go 0-2, but they got beat 17-1 by Oklahoma to end their season. Now, they did win the Big Ten tournament previously, but to put a bow in the season, how would you wrap it up? How would you describe the 2024-25 Husker baseball season?
Well, the season was just so full of ups and downs. I mean, just with the McConaughey injury and some of the other pitching injuries, and you saw what this team was early. I mean, they beat Vanderbilt head-to-head with Friday starters.
Right.
And Vanderbilt was the 1 seed going in the tournament.
Right.
But they never really had that team again the rest of the season. And it was a struggle to find the team that we saw them become to win the Big Ten tournament. And they found it, but I think it was still a flawed team. It was never really a team that was going to be built to make a big run and do big things in the tournament. I just don't know if they had all the things you need to get to that level. But give them credit. They got to the tournament, but you clearly kind of saw some of those deficiencies that they had battled throughout the year show up again, unfortunately, in that last game, because that was not the type of team I think Will Bolt knew they were, and unfortunately, they played probably their worst game of the year in their last game.
Yeah, that's a tough. It's a tough one to tie a bow around. They were 6-2 against ranked teams. It was an odd season, wasn't it? It was just odd.
Yeah, even just like they struggle on Fridays because of the Friday situation, but they had a manager lineup. But even just in the midweeks again, and they schedule tougher in the midweek, and I get it because they have to schedule that way for RPI.
Okay,
the SEC teams, they don't have to schedule tough in the midweek or in the preseason because the conference is so strong.
Right.
Where Will Bolt has to flip his scheduling script, where it's preseason you schedule as hard as you can, and then now you're basically scheduling mostly power conference midweek games because you need that to save your RPI. Where if Nebraska just wins, let's just say 5 more regular season games, their RPI would have been probably where it needed to be in record.
God.
So they're not. Again, and people call me the not far off guy, but they weren't that far off. I mean, I think the McConaughey injury really changed the trajectory of the season. Not having him as your Friday guy is what would have been an all Big Ten pitcher.
Yeah, if you lose your Friday guy, it's a hit, and it was a hit. Strange season, Sean. They won the Big Ten. They won the Big Ten tournament, which they almost didn't make.
They were close to not making the Big Ten tournament, but they made it. Sean, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We'll chat with you again next week.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Good job, Sean.
North Carolina, Sean Callahan.
Hey, that Buc-ee's thing was wild. It's wild.
It's wild. It's a scene. There's usually 400 cars parked there. I mean, it's a scene. The one I was in is in the Fort Worth area, and
You've been there several times.
Several times,
Yeah.
and
I have not been to
it is
one.
a scene. And
I've not been to one.
The bathrooms are ridiculous. They have a whole team of people that work the entire time. The bathroom is so clean.
It's Jake.
Yeah.
It's as big as Walmart.
Yeah, it is. I think they have someone help me if I'm wrong, like 180 something gas pumps.
Yeah,
180.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just
When
remarkable.
you pull in, you see one that has 12. You're like, wow, got a lot of options here.
Yeah, this is
Like
not
180.
shoemakers we're talking about.
Yeah.
I
We
rave
like-
about
we like
shoemakers.
shoemakers.
I love
Yeah.
shoemakers. I love that, but it's not. This is not. They're not.
So
the
how
same
many
world.
shirts did you try on there?
I'm not.
I mean, Sean called you out saying you tried on shirts, you tried on hats.
I don't see what's wrong with that.
It's fine.
Thanks.
You have a sticker on your computer, so you do have some attire there.
I mean, the one thing I noticed one time they posted jobs outside.
They pay well.
They pay
really well.
You manage a Buc-ee's, you're making $180,000. I mean, I thought about it.
I don't know why you would. That's pretty
You
good.
got a paper app right there. I'll pull it out in the back of Sean's car here while we're driving.
See you, Sean. Leave.
I would love to roll in and see also making sure that the brisket was just right. I'd love to see that.
I'll wear a Buc-ee shirt.
Yeah.
Jake, you need to get one.
I need to go to Buc-ee.
I'd love to be an assistant manager underneath you. That'd be great.
I just think,
That'd
I
be-
wonder what
That'd be a mess.
there's a reason. I don't know. I'm not
Jason
smart
would be a
enough.
mess. He has no faith that you and me can run a Buc-ee's.
Well, you guys have concerns about your ability to make build the deck and all the different things. Which
We don't
I
have to build a deck.
Yeah, we're not doing. Hey, Jake, when you're a manager at a Buc-ee's,
you're
as assistant
concerned
manager,
about your
we're not
skills
walking
at
around with tool
currency.
belts on. We don't have tool belts on and a bunch of they set a bunch of 2x4s hauling in and out of the building.
I believe in your chances, but you guys doubt yourself. You said we couldn't work at currency, we couldn't work other places. You doubt your
We
resume.
could run Buc-ee's.
Then
I want to be more like a greeter. I want to be like the PR guy.
You could do more than that.
I'd have to be that person.
Big question here before we get to break. Casey and Seward says this, Bill.
Yes.
This goes back to, I think, yesterday. It says, hey, Bill, let's say you pull into a Buc-ee's and gas pump number 5 is open and all the other 179
Move on.
pumps are full. You
My
wait
wife
and move
will.
on.
My wife will confirm. I'll just get in line and wait for someone
You
to
won't
move.
go to 5?
I will not go to 5. No chance.
What
My wife will
happened
tell you that too. She's like, "Oh no, I know
Number 5, that's it.
I know, I get it." Well, not.
Hey, so
I whipped into one at Casey's by mistake yesterday. Whipped into one. I went, whoa! Whipped right back out and went over to and wait and went right back over to 1. Yeah.
We don't want to get into why 5 is a problem.
Not really sure. Not sure, but 5 is a problem.
Okay.
It comes back. It comes
I don't
back.
wanna
To,
delve
it,
into
it comes
anything
back
bad.
to hunting.
Oh.
And then my dad always taught me never use 5-shot in our shotgun shells. It's always everything's always 6, 8, 4. Everything's even numbers.
Even
And
numbers.
Now 7.5 was okay. 7.5 shot. Trap loads are fine, but do not touch a 5.
By the way, Genghis says the stool definitely could not run a Buc-ee's. He doesn't believe him. Doesn't believe in us at all.
Genghis.
I'm kind of like to get involved
Genghis
in
is a
this.
fan here, you know.
There's a reason.
Is he a fan?
Genghis is always
I don't
very,
know.
very complimentary of the stool, and
Well,
now
he
he
just
says
took a
we should
shot
run
at
the
us.
Buc-ees.
Yeah.
How come there's a reason why there won't be one between here and Omaha? I don't know what it is.
Jake thought we had to build them. Had to build something.
We
at
don't have to
Buc-ee's.
build.
We're not getting a bunch of 4x4s delivered.
We're not building the.
Yeah, we're not doing that. All of a
I
sudden,
feel bad. That they just redid the gas station
I
at the
know.
420.
I
It's
know.
really nice. I told you it
I
is
know.
super nice in there.
There's one on one side of the interstate.
but I
there's a
agree. I mean, when
Crabbe's
you're
and something
talking
else.
about an interstate, I mean, 80's coast to coast. If you hop on, you can drive to New York City. I mean, it's pretty powerful traffic, and so and that spot between Lincoln and Omaha, you get the traffic just back and forth between Lincoln and Omaha, let alone the national traffic. So it's a home run. I think Sean nailed it.
I know. I just
Bring the Buc-ees to Nebraska.
yeah. I don't know what would stop it.
He said Kansas City and Colorado are getting one. So
Wonder how close to
Come
Kansas
on.
City. What are we talking about? I wonder. Are you talking this side of Kansas City, like between St. Joe and Kansas City?
I don't know, Steve.
we'll have to look
We'll
at
have
the
to let it play
location.
out.
We'll have to look at the location of that one. Well, when we come back,
I just you Google that. You can probably find that online.
Yeah.
Doesn't know where the new Buc-ee's is coming in at.
How much a dome stadium costs too?
Yeah.
You can find that online.
This is 1996. That's incredible.
Seems smart.
You
People
came
will
in
have
here
some
going,
better
this, hey,
times
this
when
is,
we
hey
come back.
guys, you came in just like this. Guys, I looked it up. This isn't that bad.
We can do this.
We can do this. It's not that expensive. Well, that was also 28 years ago. So
Wow.
We'll be back.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nebco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Father's Day is coming soon, and you know what that means. Backyard parties and lots of grilling. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning keep you ready all grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble it so your grill can look and perform its best. Visit their website, huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more. Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com. Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, patchy fog possible this morning. Otherwise, partly sunny skies and light winds. The high around 77. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies and calm winds. Low near 56. And tomorrow, a chance of showers throughout the day. Otherwise, mainly cloudy skies and a high near 74. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher from 93.7 The Ticket. And theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492. G187747 and G196599.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
We're on the air.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break
Jake, you're a freaking nutcase.
on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you have any issues with your Apple products, your phone, watch, computer, or more, is there a place you might take that to nearby if you live in Lincoln, Kearney, Hastings, or
Is it
GI?
close to a taco place?
It could be. I think it is.
Is there good parking?
There's great parking. It's free.
Is there a lot of windows?
Is the staff good?
The staff is good. I think we're on the same page here.
Sounds like computer hardware.
Sounds like Tripp and the team at Computer Hardware.
Like we nailed it.
Yeah, you got it. You nailed it.
How would we know that?
70th and O, just south of 70th though, in Lincoln, also in Kearney, Hastings, and GI. 45 years in business. You can buy new product there. You can get your Apple products fixed. It is a wonderful place. They've been around for a long time because they do excellent work.
The test of time came up through the floppy disks. Now they're running everything. The friends of mine that have stopped in there, I told you what I do. I purposely break equipment, knock it.
And Laura sees it too.
Laura
Come
sees
on.
me.
Does it annoy Laura?
She does. She's like, stop it. Stop breaking your phone. Stop it. Why'd you drop your computer twice? The Lavender. Six, I can go see this triple fix.
Pour coffee in the keyboard.
Pour coffee. Yeah, all the stuff. Yeah, just
accidentally.
Yeah. Oh, what happened here? Oh, I just dropped a mocha on the keyboard. Got to go see Tripp. Yeah, I do it on purpose. So much I love it there.
By the way, at Computer Hardware, please check them out today. Go see Tripp and the team.
Hey, there's a topic here. Just give me a second.
Well, hang on. But just go back to the Buc-ee's real quick. The Buc-ee's in Casey will be by Kansas Speedway per several textures. So that's where you can find the new Buc-ee's coming to Kansas City.
Makes sense.
I want to pass something by you guys.
what do you
see
got?
I'm not crazy. I got this from Trip.
Yeah.
I believe it was yesterday.
From Computer Hardware?
You're texting Trip yesterday.
It was Monday, actually.
Okay.
No, he texted and said, okay, now to get ready for this.
Okay.
This did not register with me at all. And I felt awkward. Trip won't mind me taking this to the air. He texted, James Cunningham just stopped by the store. James Cunningham. I have no idea. Now we're in an awkward situation with Trip. Because
do I know who that is?
I did not know. I said, the comedian.
I know. Then there's Richie Cunningham from Happy Days.
Did you look him up at all?
Well,
well,
I did, and I came across a comedian named James Cunningham. I said, "So the comedian?" No, he said he was a sports writer. I was like, I have never heard of him. Have you heard of him?
No.
Am I crazy?
No, I don't think so. It sounds like
I typed in James Cunningham. There's two guys that come up. There's the comedian, and then there's the former U.S. ambassador to Israel. Apparently,
no. I'm telling you, if the
I don't think it was
former
him.
ambassador to Israel stopped in, I would love to know that.
He said,
and the fact that Trip knew who he was.
Yeah, he said his son is the AD at Cincinnati. I had no idea, Trip. I don't
know.
And then it ended. I didn't know what to say. I felt embarrassed.
Yeah.
I had no idea who James.
I know the same, and I love I usually do the.
You guys don't know James.
I do the really good look. Sometimes I talk to someone out at Kozak. I spoke out there, and I ran to the team of people that had hired me. And I talked about, what a great time was at that. Who do you get this year? And he tells me the name. And he goes, we're trying to get so-and-so. I'm like, that'd be awesome. In my mind, I go, I have no idea who this is. Then I kind of ask a little more, where's he living at now? And he tells me I'm still nothing. I left going, I have no idea who this guy is.
Talking about?
I have no idea. And he's talking like I should know this. And I'm going I have absolutely no idea. And he goes, yeah, he's retired now. Though, and once again, I go,
that helped me out.
I just walked out going, okay, they're bringing somebody.
Give me some factoids that might help out here.
Is he still tall?
Is he tall? Yes. Is he
play a
still
sport?
Yeah. And you don't want to ask something too much because they're going to be like, what are you talking about? So I have no idea.
Trip got me. Trip tripped me up. Sorry, Trip. I didn't. And Trip, the conversation ended awkwardly. I hope you understand. I didn't know. I just didn't know James Cunningham. Maybe I should. I don't.
You were talking to Swim out in the area outside the studio after a break. And this is completely off sports. I don't really care. It's
what's that?
No, Bill does Bugaboo Tuesday. It's a slight bugaboo I have
with Swim,
and it's not. It's something you brought up that is. It's not your fault. It's not Swim's fault. It's a society thing.
Okay.
I want you guys to.
Is it a you problem or a me problem or society
me
problem?
But Swim was saying he felt like he said I feel like a fatty. Is what he said because he had a big breakfast sandwich and he's full.
Yeah.
And he said he won't eat again until dinner time. And you said, you're not supposed to eat after 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Which this has been something that's happened for, don't eat after 6 o'clock. How do you go from 6 to 9 or 10 just not eating anything? You're such a criminal because you had a cookie at 7 o'clock.
I think it's a criminal charge.
Do you even care about your diet at all? Do you care about losing weight? Why do people go to bed at 7 or 8 when you stop eating at 6 o'clock? I don't understand this. I've never understood it
I
at all.
agree. If I don't have a little something, I won't even sleep.
You weren't trying to upset me or Nick. It's what you say. It's a dietary thing. People talk about it for their. I don't get how you can function. Last meal is at 6 o'clock. No meal. I'm going to go to bed at 9 or 10. Wake up and eat maybe at 10 a.m. for intermittent fasting. I don't understand.
Think it's mostly about a meal. I don't think a cookie or a bowl
you're
of
not
ice
supposed
cream.
To eat anything. No, you're not supposed to have. If you're dieting,
bowl of ice cream might be rough. Have some cookies and ice cream, quick. That's fine. Don't eat a full meal. Don't have a burrito.
Does anybody live by these standards where at 6 o'clock I'm done eating? I don't do it. I go to bed at 8 or 9 or 10. I don't understand.
I can't
how you can function and live for a couple hours.
I can't say I live by it, but I think about it sometimes. I try to avoid food after 7.
Our friend David from Renew is on a weight loss journey, and he says since I believe October of last year, he doesn't eat after 6:30. I'm going to ask you, how do you function? How can you possibly operate unless you go to bed at 8?
Bill, help. Here's now, Bill, I don't know. You don't need to agree with me. I think it's an age discussion.
Think I'll push back?
I'm not as hungry as I used to be after 7. I'm not.
No, but can you just go without anything?
Not as much, yeah.
I don't need anything. I ate an orange last night at about 8:30, and that was it.
That's still something, though. They're saying don't eat anything. The diet says
I don't know if you
don't
gotta
eat
take it literally.
food until after 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock.
Steak dinner at Outback at 9 is not the best.
That probably would not be recommended for these diets.
Also, let's not forget, like I said, and I know there's always been accidents, but to my knowledge, at the Pender Pool, which we were at every day, like that, there was no near-death experiences for someone that had had lunch or a sandwich half hour for them. Remember that one?
100.
You can't eat. You cannot swim for 3 hours. You'll
An
cramp
hour,
up.
yeah.
When's the last
Right.
time you were in the pool? All of a sudden,
I never abided.
all of a sudden, hang on. Someone come get me. I'm like, not when you're 9
or 13 or
13 or that. You could eat a prime rib dinner and swim all day.
Oh, I never abided by that in sports.
Yeah.
They'd always say you got to eat at least an hour before. No, I didn't. I would eat any time I wanted to.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
Yeah.
But
Swimming, the swimming thing was big.
It's hilarious.
You got to cramp up.
You got to cramp up. I never saw it one time in my life. Never saw. Oh, there's Timmy. He must have had a burrito.
Just sunk to the bottom of the pool. He's gone.
He jumped off the high board and never came up. What happened? Well, I was with him. We were at Popo's. He had a double cheeseburger. Now he's down at the bottom of the pool.
Like a barbell.
He can't move his arm.
Why not?
He's flailing.
He had the
spaghetti. He had a spaghetti dinner.
He had a Swanson's TV dinner. Now he can't get off now he's stuck at the bottom of the pool. Cramped up. No, it doesn't happen. So probably we might get some, what's that? Some kickback.
Yeah.
Thank you for bringing up a bugaboo.
You're welcome.
It honestly bothers me.
It does irrationally bother you.
Yeah.
What are you eating at 8 o'clock?
I don't know. I'm okay. I think I'm just hungry. By the way, 6 o'clock is the early dinner. I eat like 6:30 or 7 usually.
Right.
So now I can't eat after dinner at all. There's no nightcap. There's no anything.
Try it.
I'm telling you what gets me also is that all I have to eat something like at 3 a.m. because if I don't eat anything at all and you go to bed and then sugar gets me up at 3 o'clock to go to the bathroom or just go lay outside. She likes to lay outside in the grass at 3 o'clock like that. And all of a sudden I'm up and I'm like, I'm starving.
Yep.
And so all of a sudden I'm looking for
3.
I'm looking for a bite to eat of something.
Just something.
Just something. Yeah.
Like a Ritz crack.
Yeah. I'm not throwing in like a lean cuisine meal.
What's Bill doing?
Why's the microwave on?
Why is it beeping out there?
It smells like pasta down there.
I'm having a lean cuisine spaghetti.
You're up at night a lot.
Every night.
Gets a random text.
I just get the double pause and sugar's right in my face.
I just do all dog owners. Bullet doesn't do that.
It does it.
It's not a 3 a.m. thing. No. It's like an 8 a.m.
But the problem I have is if you just do the old stop it, go back to bed, and she has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I know that.
That's my issue. I'm like, okay, I don't want all of a sudden she has an accident. I'm like, well, that's on me.
It's completely on
But
you.
the worst part of it is she will not go to Laura. It's only me. She never a time. There's been a couple times I've been like, can you please take her out? Then I get the big sigh and the covers flail. And then I get the covers flail. And I get her come on. Oh, yeah, it's not good. So sugar's only on my side for the wake up.
Jake, I'm glad you got off the chest.
Yeah.
Yes,
well, you brought that to light, and I had to get it off my chest. So thank you.
You have an issue there.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's not like you don't have to lose weight.
No, I'm not going to start doing this trend. I will eat after 6 o'clock forever.
He ate his breakfast sandwich too fast. Is that why
he might have thought it was too big?
It was too big.
He finished the whole. He felt a little guilty. Yeah.
He only eats like once every 48 hours.
I think it's once every 56 now. Yeah. He's not eating at all.
He won't eat again until like tomorrow at noon.
The spillover is next. An early break on the ticket.
The spill.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nebco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Make plans to attend the Nebraska Whiskey Carnival this Saturday at Sideshow Spirits in Lincoln. This unique one-day festival highlights Nebraska distilleries, local vendors, and chill music. A general admission ticket gets you a custom tasting glass and free samples from the distillery booths. Food trucks will be on site to sell food and snacks, and cigars will be available for purchase. Get your tickets today at SideshowSpirits.com. It's the Whiskey Carnival this Saturday from 3 to 6 p.m. at Sideshow Spirits at 16th and P.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Country music star Rodney Atkins will be performing at the Icebox on Friday, June 20th. Tickets start at $30 and doors open at 7 p.m. The capacity is only 3,000, so don't wait. Buy your tickets at LincolnStars.com today before it sells out. Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. There is something that begins tonight in the sports world. That is the Stanley Cup Finals.
Whoa.
Edmonton at Florida to begin the Stanley Cup Finals. Can the Stool make any sort of commitment to watch any part of the NHL Finals?
I'll struggle with it because
thanks for
Vegas is my team, and so if it was Vegas, I'd be watching. I have a jersey. Me and Sydney, my oldest daughter, would be texting and watching. When she'd be in a jersey too, we'd be very much into it. With them out, I really lose it. And then I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of struggle with Florida hockey.
Agreed.
I struggle with that. That just doesn't seem normal to me. So
it's been a strange, like the last 10 years. It's Tampa Bay Lightning have been good, and Florida. Like, why is Florida hockey good?
It's the Florida Panthers.
Florida Panthers going for back-to-back Stanley Cup championships.
Okay, what are we saying about commitment then? Are we going to do it or not?
I'll check a score probably. If I'll tell you, all of a sudden, if it's 2-2 overtime, I'm going to watch this. You want to see something fun? Watch Stanley Cup overtime hockey.
Oh, God.
That's real. Yeah. That is real. But like I said, I don't follow a bunch of hockey. But like all of a sudden, if it's the Olympic hockey or whatever's going on with Team USA. I'm following it and I'm watching it. I'm into it. USA, Canada, I'm watching it.
In another life, before Jake, when I did a show in Omaha, and it was required. You had to watch the Stanley Cup. You had to watch the playoffs. So I watched a lot. It was fun. I wish. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I kind of wish it was required. If it's not required, you're maybe not going to do it.
Also, the
stool's not requiring it.
You talked to me yesterday about this, that when you had that floor hockey, junior high, elementary school dominance, you thought maybe you should be a hockey player.
It crossed my mind, much like the bowling thing with you.
Yes, which it did.
It was very similar to that. I thought, am I in the right sport?
Yeah,
because I was dominant. I'm not joking.
If you want to watch the game tonight, it's on TNT. You think it might be the ABC, NBC.
TNT.
It's on TNT now. It's
That's
moved
all right.
to TNT somehow.
Shaq doing the game. Shaq.
That would be. I would pray for that.
If they went in between periods and they went to Kenny Smith and Charles Barkley, I would watch it. I'd want to hear what they have to say. Charles Barkley commentary on hockey would be incredible. I would watch that.
It's not a terrible idea at all.
Ernie Johnson. Are you kidding me?
It'd be good. Okay, another show matter. Can I stand?
Yes.
Tomorrow?
We doing that now? Should we bring in?
We could stand.
Can I do it? Do you mind?
Can we bring in treadmills, and we can walk?
You always do a workout. You do. I think about your workout all the time. It's hilarious.
It's very odd.
He's committed to fitness in between in the breaks and before the show.
He's been committed since day one.
He has. He's brought the band since day one. He does it every single day. He's never not done it.
Ellie just tried them. Ellie just tried the bands.
Even on the days when Bill has not felt the best, he still does his band.
It's a great
work.
quality.
He fights through.
Yeah.
It's kind of like,
it is a great quality. It shows perseverance. It shows patience, dedication. They're all
consistency.
Yeah, consistency.
Routine. It makes you feel better when you leave here. You've accomplished something besides just random comments that have been made about.
Is that what the show is to you?
Random comments about fake RPI in college football.
Is that what this means to you?
Random comments.
Something just random comments.
That's not true. I think we were pretty well prepared. We have a
rundown. We're prepared.
We have a whole rundown. We go through everything.
and random comments.
Comments.
Some things are planned, some things are not.
And that's another great edition of
Better Times.
I'm standing tomorrow. I like this.
We'll see.
Are you mine? No, I do it. Yeah, do it.
We should all stand once in a while.
Yeah. So I'm saying if we could bring a treadmill in here like that, we could walking while we're
sorts of fitness.
Walking. While we're on the show.
You want the individual treadmills
on the show?
Yeah.
They have those. They have
Did
treadmills.
you do that?
As if you're sweating a little bit.
That'd be sweet. Do a time mile.
You're out of breath over there.
You have it on incline.
Weirdo. Bill is really struggling over there.
All of a sudden,
he's red. He's red in the face. That's it for us to drive us next. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch.